and more Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promoted sportsmanship by two nationally chosen spectators. We request full cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. Both fans erase for sexist comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, and key representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages instead of competition is prohibited. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup. First, for our visitors from Georgia, the Shorter Hawks. Leading off and playing in the left field, they're playing like their shipman. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 29, Christopher Benucci. Batting third, third base, number 23, Elizabeth Duquesne. Batting fourth, the first base, number 27, Ray Tom. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 7, Reed Newberry. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 3, Michael Barron. Batting seventh, playing short, number 19, Rick McKenna. Batting eighth and catching, number 6, John Tattersall. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 9, Karen Adams. The starting pitcher is number 31, Colby Shackner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for your Carson-Newman Eagles. Leading off and playing at first base, number 11, Logan Floyd. Batting second, playing third, number 21, Aiden Gibson. Batting third and playing right field, number 34, Bradley Soto Diaz. Cleanup hitter and designated hitter, number 27, Matthew Bishop. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 6, Cole Mason. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 2, Braxton Smith. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 31, John O'Pierce. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 24, Ryan Bolton. Batting ninth and catching, number 8, Kevin Hammond. The starting pitcher of the Eagles is number 15, Brock Culpepper. Ladies and gentlemen, we once again welcome you to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex for today's non-conference matchup between the Shorter Hawks and your Carson-Newman Eagles. At this time, we ask you by first our invitation to the day by Carson Baseball Player Dawson. Then please remain standing for the playing our national anthem. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the chance to compete today. Bless both teams with health and focus. Help us with discipline, toughness, and respect. May we honor the game how we compete and how we respond. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your cap, shirt, and your service members may livery salute. Re-honor America with the playing our national anthem.
The final home and non-conference game of the 2026 season has arrived for Carson-Newman baseball. The Eagles, winners of 5 straight and 4 straight at home, conclude the home regular season here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex with a non-conference affair against the Shorter Hawks. Carson-Newman is 27-17, 3 victories away from another 30-win season, and up against a Shorter team that is 15-26 overall and has just 4 wins since these two teams met on March 24th earlier this season, a game that Carson-Newman won 12-1. Senior pitcher Brock Culpepper will make his 21st appearance and first start of the season. It'll be career start number 8 for Culpeper with a 4.7 ERA, 4 wins, no losses for Culpeper this year in 38 innings, 29 strikeouts. And what has been a career year for the redshirt senior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. His 21 appearances now for this season, the most in his career in a year, as well as innings pitched, his lowest ERA, his most strikeouts, all career numbers, and what is Brock Culpeper's final go-around here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. He'll go up against a shorter lineup that offensively has some really impressive players and an offense that ranks relatively high in a few categories in Conference Carolinas. Wilmer Henriquez leads the way for this shorter offense. He's got a school record 14 home runs this year to go along with 42 runs batted in. Drake Cobb right behind him hitting .393, one of the best marks in Conference Carolinas. Reese Newberry, Michael Barron in the middle of the order with Brooks McKenna, Josh Tattershaw, and Cameron Adams rounding out Wes Timmons' lineup for this midweek non-conference game here in Jefferson City. Carson-Newman 11-3 in out-of-conference games this season. As Brock Culpeper into his windup. First pitch fastball at 2:01 is away for a ball to Micah Shipman. The leadoff batter has 4 hit games twice in his last 5. Takes a knee-high strike. Couple of 4-hit performances. One was against Mount Olive over the weekend. A series that Shorter lost all 3 games and has struggled as of late as Shipman swings and misses, and the count moves to 1-2. On Shorter's leadoff batter, Griffin Tamucci and Wilmer Henriquez after Shipman here in the opening inning. The right-hander's 1-2 home. Slider into the turf, and Kevin Hammond, the catcher for the Eagles, making his 8th start, blocks it at the plate, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Brock Culpeper has his 30th strikeout of the year. He takes care of Shipman to get things rolling here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Good pitch sequence from Brock Culpeper for his first strikeout of the day. Went to the outer corner to get Shipman swinging, and now Griffin Tamucci, the left-handed hitting designated hitter, takes inside for a ball. 70 degrees today and sunny for this midweek non-conference game between the Eagles and Hawks. Ball low from Culpeper. It's 2-0. Culpeper mainly a reliever this year. First start of the season, has been used throughout his Carson-Newman career as a midweek starter. Gets that opportunity in his final home game as this ball's bounced to the left side. Backhand play in the hole by Pierce as he jumps into the air for a throw to first, but it's well late as Tamucci beats out an infield single. For the game's first hit, 1 on, 1 out now for Henriquez. Tough play there in the hole as the lefty went to the left side of the infield. And the 1-out batter is Shorter's all-time home run leader in a single season, in Henriquez, who's hit 14 this year, including 4 this month. First pitch, he goes around at Culpeper's slider for a strike. Mentioned John O'Pierce at shortstop with Aiden Gibson next to him at third. Cole Nathan, Logan Floyd, 2 all-SAC players at second base and first. Ryan Bolton, Braxton Smith, and Bradley Soto Diaz left to right in Carson-Newman's outfield, a familiar 3. As this month has continued on, some injuries have made those the 3 regulars here for Carson-Newman's stretch run in the regular season as Culpeper missed away, and now the 1-1 home is below the strike zone as well. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Culpeper has not allowed a run in 5 consecutive outings. Longest during this stretch was 3 1/3 scoreless against Mars Hill just more than a week and a half ago as Henriquez fouls one back and the count evens at 2-2. Got 1 out in the series finale against Wingate. And then an inning and 2/3 scoreless against Trevecca, 3 1/3 scoreless against Mars Hill, and then over the weekend recorded 5 outs in 2 separate outings against the Cobras, one of which he got the victory in to improve his record to 4-0. 2-2 set, he'll pick the first. Eagles have needed a strong relief arm to emerge as the year has progressed, and the veteran Culpepper in his 62nd career appearance here today has been one of those. As he checks on Tamucci again at first base. Two balls, two strikes, one on, one out for the Hawks here in the first. Henriquez grounds it to short. Routine double play as Pierce flips to second for one. Back to first. It's a double play. Carson-Newman turned a bunch over the weekend against Coker. And they turn another to help Brock Culpepper pitch a scoreless first. Pierce and Nathan turn two, and the Eagles bat for the first time after this.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as we head to the bottom of the first inning, and Carson-Newman will face Colby Schachtner, a redshirt junior right-hander from Evans, Georgia. A 5.4 ERA for Schachtner in 42 1/3 innings pitched this year. 5.4 ERA, 2 wins and a loss over 18 appearances. It'll be his third start of the year. He's gone as many as 8 innings, 8 scoreless against Emmanuel on March 13th. He's also gone 5 innings, a midweek start, or in a conference start against King, 5 innings of 3-run ball. So he's given this Hawks team some length throughout the season. Carson-Newman will send Logan Floyd, Aiden Gibson, Bradley Soto Diaz to the plate first. The top 3 hitters. Matthew Bishop makes his 4th start. It'll be at DH today. Cole Nathan, Braxton Smith also in the heart of the order with John O. Pierce, Ryan Bolton, and Kevin Hammond. Rounding out Carson-Newman's batting order against Schachtner today. Logan Floyd stands in for the first time. Carson-Newman's first batter is at 199 career hits and takes high toward the upper part of the zone for a called strike from Eric Nolan, the home plate umpire. Carson Nadeau is the first base umpire today for this non-conference affair. We're scoreless in the first. Carson-Newman batting for the first time against the junior right-hander. Floyd takes high for ball one. 1-1 count on Logan Floyd, who's hitting .511 in non-conference play. Obviously the highest mark on this team. 1-1. He takes low and inside. 2-ball, 1 strike count. His batting average in the month of April, .486. Trying to become the first Eagle since Tyler Thompson to record 200 hits in a Carson-Newman career. And he's robbed of it there as Henriquez dives at the line to make a catch for out number 1. It was hit nearly 100 miles per hour off the bat of Floyd. And Henriquez stretches out and robs Floyd of extra bases and career hit 200. 1 away, and Aiden Gibson now bats for the first time. We talked about Henriquez's bat, 14 home runs, a school record. And that time he shows his glove work with a diving effort to rob Floyd of a base hit. Now Aiden Gibson takes a breaking ball for a called strike. Gibson's been a strong hitter all year, .275 average. But that batting average at home has been even better. He's hitting .342 in home games this year. 0-1 offering from the right-hander is lined sharply foul by Gibson, who's behind 0-2. Gibson leads Carson-Newman in sacrifice flies this year. He has 7 sac flies, 4th most nationally, 2nd most in the conference, only behind Anderson's Dom Bello, who is one of 4 players nationally, or one of 3 players nationally with more sac flies than Aiden. Change up drops below the zone. 1-2 count. Now on Gibson with Soto Diaz next up for Carson-Newman, an offense that continues to fare very well. The Eagles right now, as a team, have had a great season overall. Floyd and others have led the way as Gibson on cue lines one to left field on a 1-2 pitch toward the wall. The left fielder Shipman tracks it down and holds Gibson to a one-out single. Good piece of hitting, and Gibson has his 37th hit of the year to get things going for Carson-Newman here in the first. As a team, Carson-Newman's hitting .314. If the season ended today, it'd be the 5th highest batting average in the program's Division II era. Offense has had some outstanding performances all season long as Bradley Soto Diaz stands in for the first time and takes a breaking ball away. Soto Diaz has been a big part of that as well. .385 hitter this year. And has been especially good here in the month of April that has seen Carson-Newman win 5 straight games. He's hitting .455 this month. 1-0. Soto Diaz takes low for ball 2. Carson-Newman in orange uniforms for this final home game of 2026. White pants, while shoulders and black uniforms. And gray pants as the Hawks hit the road and continue on their road stretch to end their regular season. 2-0. Shackner missed high, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Gibson aboard at first, a 1-out single on a 2-strike pitch. And now Soto Diaz has seen 3 straight balls. And now Shackner drops in a strike to work back into this count against Carson-Newman's senior right fielder. 50 hits this year for Soto Diaz. Second most doubles with 12 for the year. Mainly hitting in a 3 or 4 spot all season long. 3-1 set for the junior righty. He pauses and now offers. Soto Diaz late on the swing. Flies it foul, and Shackner's worked this thing full. Three ball, 2-strike count, 1 on and 1 out. Same scenario that Shorter had in the top half of this first inning, and then Enriquez hit into a double play. What will Soto Diaz do for Carson-Newman's half of the first? Gibson caught leaning one way, able to get back. His lead wasn't too far away from the bag, but it was a good move by Shackner because Gibson was leaning toward second base and had to hustle back quickly, but he didn't have much of a lead, so he was able to do so to get back safely. 3-2 set for Shackner. Soto Diaz takes low, and it's a walk drawn by the senior outfielder to put 2 on and 1 out for Matthew Bishop. Bishop mainly has been used this year as a pinch hitter. It's his 29th appearance in his freshman season. Just his 4th start, 11 hits, hitting .344 as he takes for ball 1, a home run, 8 RBI for Bishop this season. Has not had as many at-bats here as of late for Carson-Newman. Went a stretch there to begin, or to end March and begin April where he had an at-bat in 7 straight games, but has only had 3 in the last 11 days. Takes low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. To be fair, the Coker series for Carson-Newman didn't really call upon many pinch hit opportunities late in games for Bishop to get that opportunity, but he is Carson-Newman's number 1 option off the bench when they need a bat to swing in a big spot. 2-0 set, and Shackner drops in a breaking ball for a strike. Bishop's got a home run at Anderson that helped the Eagles rally from down 3 in the 9th. And he's got the walk-off hit, obviously, earlier this month against Wingate. Ground ball softly right side. It's the second baseman, Adams. His only play is to first. It was hit to his left side, so his only play is to get Bishop. Runners move up. It's going to be second and third with 2 outs for Cole Nathan. Probably benefited Carson-Newman that Bishop hit it so softly because Adams, his only play was to go to first base, and so he'll face or he'll allow Shackner to face Cole Nathan with 2 on and 2 out here in the opening inning. Both teams have a hit in the first inning. Eagles posing more of a threat, though, offensively, with 2 in scoring position for the All-Sac second baseman. Nathan takes a strike, 74 miles per hour on the pitch from Shackner. Nathan right at 300 as a hitter this year. Late on an 85-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's strike 2. The junior from Knoxville is the only Eagle to have played in now all 45 games this regular season. 45 games, 45 starts for Cole Nathan, both as a second baseman and as a designated hitter this year. 0-2. Nathan almost chased it. Shackner trying to drop a breaking ball and get Nathan to chase, but he stayed away. And the count is 1-2. Able to hold his hands back enough. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first inning. We're scoreless, but Carson-Newman has 2 in scoring position. Gibson singled with 1 out. So Diaz followed with a 6-pitch walk. Matt Bishop moved them into scoring position with a ground out. Now Nathan's trying to drive him in. 1-2 pitch on the way. Off the plate, Shackner took a step toward his first base dugout. Thought he had called strike 3. It was off the plate, though. And now it's 2-2. High drive out toward right field. Newberry is ranging back. He gets to the wall and has just enough room as he backpedals into the wall to make the catch, and the inning is over. Carson-Newman gets 2 in scoring position, but is held scoreless. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left for the Eagles in the first. We head to the second, scoreless in this non-conference game between Shorter and Carson-Newman.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Both teams get base runners in the opening inning, but the pitchers, Culpepper and Shackner, able to toss scoreless first innings, and now Shorter bats with the top of the second inning scoreless here on the Eagles Sports Network. Drake Cobb, Reese Newberry, and Michael Barron, the 3 Shorter hitters against Brock Culpepper here in inning 2 on the Eagles Sports Network. Second meeting between these two teams this season. Carson-Newman won the first one back on March 24th. It was a 12-1 final. Carson-Newman scored the game's first 11 runs and never looked back from there in a game that was only 7 innings long. Carson-Newman scored 7 times in the second inning because of 4 Shorter errors as Culpepper's breaking ball nearly hits Cobb, and it's ball 1. Eagles scored 7 times on 4 hits in the second inning of that game on March 24th and were able to turn 4 errors into 7 runs. 1-0 to Cobb. Breaking ball this time inside corner, drops in for a strike to the cleanup hitter Cobb, who is hitting .393, the best margin or best batting average on this team, 12th best in Conference Carolinas as well. 1-1. Culpepper's fastball is waist high for a second strike. Eagles scored 3 more times in the third, led 10-0 after 3, and that was enough to take care of things. Eli Norris led the way and got his second win of the year by pitching 3 scoreless. 1-2. Culpepper blows a fastball by Drake Cobb. He's down swinging, and there's one away. The second strikeout for Brock Culpepper. Good work from Culpepper. That 1-out base hit, but that double play has allowed him to face just 4 batters to get 4 outs. And now he faces Reese Newberry, and it's a ground ball foul by Newberry on the first pitch he sees. Drew Fletcher gave Carson-Newman 2 innings of 1-run ball, and then Aaron Bobo and Cameron Butler had scoreless innings to finish off the 11-run win against the Hawks. This one sits softly in front of the plate. Hammond out of his catcher's stance. Sidearm throw up the line. Is able to get Newberry on the 2-3 throw out at first. There's 2 away now for Brock Culpepper here in the second. Sometimes those balls are tricky off the end of the bat, in between the pitcher and catcher, but Hammond was quick out of his stance to make the play in front of the plate, and there's 2 outs for the left-handed hitting Michael Barron, the center fielder, at a .260 average this year. First pitch shows bunt and takes a high ball. 36th start of the year for Barron. 7 home runs and 20 runs batted in. The 7 bombs are the 3rd most on the team. 1-0. Inside corner at the knees, a strike. Barron just has 1 hit in his last 16 games, or rather 6 games, 1 of 16 during this stretch. Does have 4 RBI, though, as he grounds one very softly to first. Floyd waits on it, eventually attacks the baseball, and takes care of things himself to end the inning. Great work by Brock Culpepper. He needs just 8 pitches to get a 1-2-3 second. We stay scoreless when Carson-Newman bats for the second time after this.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Final non-conference of the game of the year for both these teams. Shorter at 15-26 and 9-2 in non-conference games up against Carson-Newman, who is 27-17 and 11-3 in out-of-league games this season. Braxton Smith starts things for Carson-Newman's bottom half of inning number 2 against the shorter starter Colby Schachtner. Smith shows bunt, and the fastball was well over the head of Josh Tattershaw, the catcher, and it's ball 1. Braxton Smith is hitting near 400 over his last 10 games played. His batting average for the year is .331. Breaking ball drops in for a strike at 74. Count evens on Carson-Newman's center fielder, who has a couple of home runs, 24 runs batted in this year with 43 hits, 4th most on the team. 1-1. Another high fastball, 2-ball, 1 strike count to begin the second inning. Carson-Newman's 11-3 record, very strong non-conference slate for a program just a handful of seasons ago, just 2 years ago. Struggled to win these Tuesday midweek games, went more than a year and a half without a Tuesday win. As Smith takes a strike and it's 2-2. Now the program has excelled in these opportunities, and their 3 losses in non-conference games this year would be the fewest in a season since 2014-15. Smith takes an inside breaking ball, and he's worked the count full without swinging the bat here to begin the second inning. Carson-Newman that season in 2014-15 had just 3 non-conference losses, and that's what the Eagles are at entering their final one of the year. Payoff to Smith. Breaking ball bounced sharply to third. Enriquez is up with it, throws a little high, and the first baseman did not glove it. It's going to be an error for Shorter to allow Smith to reach. Whether it's on the throw or the catch, we'll see as we get another look at it for those watching. Smith hit it pretty hard. Enriquez had some time. Was somewhat off target. And so the error on third baseman Enriquez is what allows Smith to reach to begin this second inning. Shorter hoping that it's not deja vu from earlier this year. They committed 4 errors in the second inning of the first meeting as Pierce bunts this one up the first base side. Pierce hustling up the line. Was there a tag? There was not. An infield bunt single for Jono Pierce as Drake Cobb tried to tag him out and missed him. Shorter head coach Wes Timmons not happy. Good job by Pierce. Wes Timmons may be thinking that Pierce left the base running lane. Like, did he run out of the path to the bases? That could be the argument. Whether he veered away from that original path too far to the right. They will keep Pierce at first base. So Smith moves to second on Jono Pierce's bunt single in that new number 31. He's got a base hit, and now there's 2 on and nobody out. Still some conversation between Wes Timmons and now the home plate umpire, Eric Nolan. Coach Timmons a step or 2 out of the first base dugout here, still asking about the play. We just talked about it in the top half of this second inning. Shorter committed 4 errors in a 7-run second inning for Carson-Newman. They've already committed 1 here in this second inning. Now the third batter to the frame is Ryan Bolton with 2 on and nobody out. He shows bunt and pulls it back because the fastball from Shackner's high. More time for Ryan Bolton. Maddox Green, Colton Evans have suffered injuries here in the final month of the year, and so Bolton continues to get all the opportunity and left. His 17th start now this season. 1-0. He bunts behind the plate. Tanner Shaw won't get to it as it hits the screen. And it's 1-1. As a team this year, the Eagles have 35 sacrifice bunts. Third most in what is a league that has a lot of power and also a lot of small ball. 35 sack bunts, 17th most nationally. Bolton trying to do that job here as he bunts this one first base side. It's Cobb to field it. He falls down, throws from his behind, and throws it high, and it's going to allow Bolton to reach. It'll be another infield bunt single. This one by Ryan Bolton, and I would presume that will be in our blooper reel in a week or so at the Frosties as Cobb fell down trying to field that bunt. Pierce to second. Smith to third. The bases are loaded for Kevin Hammond. First pitch to Hammond, the catcher, is a strike. We talked about it over the weekend in Carson-Newman's final conference series with Coker, but that bottom of the order has done such a great job all year of getting on base. And now you've got Logan Floyd on deck, hoping to drive some of these runners in if Hammond can't do it, as Hammond grounds one sharply to second. Adams misplays it. Hustling up the line is Hammond, and he beats it out. A second Shorter error in the inning. Plates a Carson-Newman run. It's 1-0. Smith scores, Pierce to third, Bolton to second. Everybody's safe. Adams could not start the double play. It's happening again to the Hawks. Second inning killed them in Rome on March 24th, and not off to a good start in this second inning. Logan Floyd bats against Shackner and takes high. Floyd trying to join elite company. Just a handful of players just over a handful of players in program history have north of 200 career hits as Floyd takes a strike on a fastball at 85. Floyd had 199 career hits in what is his third playing season here with Carson-Newman. He's hitting .418 for the year. Hoping career hit 200 is right here. Fastball high, it's 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded for Carson-Newman. There's nobody out in the second inning. It's 1-0 Carson-Newman. They're trying to add more with the top of the order and their top run producer at the plate. 2-1. Fastball away. It's 3 balls and a strike. For those wondering, the all-time leader in hits in a career for Carson-Newman baseball, Nathan Gravely's .291, achieved from 2002 to 2005. 3-1. Floyd fouls back the breaking ball, and the count is full. At Floyd's current pace, he's at 66 hits this year, so he'd have to finish pretty strong this season and have just another really, really good senior season to potentially become Carson-Newman's all-time leader in hits. Trying to get 200 here. 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out. Bases loaded, and he chases high heat for swinging strike 3. 1 away. Here in the second, and now Eden Gibson's turn. Good work by Schachner there as he fell behind 3-1, but threw some competitive pitches to retire Carson-Newman's best hitter statistically, and now he'll face Eden Gibson, who has one of Carson-Newman's 3 hits and the only hit that's left the infield. First pitch breaking ball, low and away. A 1-out single for Gibson in the first inning. And now he comes up here with the bases loaded. And a 1-0 advantage for Carson-Newman. 1-0 set in the pitch to Gibson. Tried to go to the outside corner, did Schachner, and missed the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Gibson, a .357 hitter with the bases loaded this year. 5 for 14. Tied for the most hits in these situations, but he does have the most at-bats with the bases loaded as well. 2-0, he golfs foul for strike 1. It's a Carson-Newman team that's had a ton of at-bats with the bases loaded. Already now 1 in this game, or rather 2 in this game. Gibson is the 3rd, and that will be 92 at-bats now this year with the bases loaded. 2-1 set for Schachner against Gibson. And Gibson takes a called strike. 86-mile-per-hour fastball levels the count. 2 shorter errors here in the second inning. Helped Carson-Newman load the bases and take the lead. Gibson trying to add to the lead here in the second. It's 1-0 right now as the 2-2 home is outside for ball 3. Consecutive 3-ball, 2-strike counts now here in the second inning to the top 2 Carson-Newman hitters. Gibson batting here after Floyd was struck out on a 6th pitch of the at-bat. Here's the payoff to Gibson, and he takes outside ball 4. Breaking ball was off the plate. Gibson with a great at-bat. 27th RBI is a bases-loaded walk, and it's 2-0. Time called. Schachner has walked his second guy of the game. Bolton to 3rd, Hammond is 2nd, Gibson now aboard. And Ox will chat things over here in a 2-0 game in the second inning. Here on the Eagles Sports Network, Bradley Soto Diaz is up next. He'll be the 7th batter in this second inning for Carson-Newman. Eagles have won 5 in a row. They have had a very similar trajectory that they did in March. In March, they lost 3 of their first 4 and went on to finish the month 12-5 overall. Here in April, the Eagles also began the month by losing 3 of their first 4, but have gone on since to win 6 of their last 7 and 5 straight to be 27-17. And their current 5-game winning streak is the longest by any team in the South Atlantic Conference, and it's tied for the 3rd longest in the Southeast region as well. Playing well, playing in a tough region and a tough conference at the right time heading into postseason baseball next week. Final conference series is at UVA Wise this weekend. Bases loaded still as Soto Diaz, after the mound visit, throws his hands at a breaking ball and fouls it back. Against Colby Schachtner, who has thrown 48 pitches and 26 strikes so far, but his defense has let him down. 2 runs that have scored so far are unearned against the righty, whose 0-1 is floated softly into right center field. This ball will drop in and find some grass. Ryan Bolton scores. That'll be the only player to score on a little bloop single for Bradley Soto Diaz. His 33rd RBI of the year makes it 3-0. Not always about how hard you hit it, but is it a hit? That was the case for Soto Diaz. Just enough into the outfield grass to drive in a run to score Ryan Bolton. Kevin Hammond to third. Aiden Gibson to second with Soto Diaz aboard for Matt Bishop. Another at-bat with the bases loaded. Bishop takes breaking ball low and into the turf. Second career at-bat for Matt Bishop, a .333 hitter with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 1 in these opportunities this year. 1-0. Lane on the fastball, fouling it back for strike 1 on pitch 51 from the right-hander Schachtner. In the first meeting, Carson-Newman scored 7 times in the second inning against Shorter on 4 hits and took advantage of 4 errors. 1-1. Bishop, line drive sharply to center. Back goes Barron, and he is in position to make the catch. Runners will tag from second and third. Hammond from third scores. Gibson goes second to third. It's an RBI sac fly for Matt Bishop, and Carson-Newman's lead grows to 4-0. A job done by Bishop to score Hammond. First and third for the 9th batter of the inning, Cole Nathan. The damage hasn't been as much for Carson-Newman here in the second inning, but they've scored 4 times on 3 hits and have taken advantage of 2 shorter errors. Now Nathan tries to make them pay some more with 2 outs on the board and 2 on. Soto Diaz takes off on the first pitch, and it's popped up right side. Out goes Adams into the outfield grass. He's after it and near the line. Will make the catch, and the inning is over. But Carson-Newman bats around and scores 4 times on 3 hits. 2 shorter errors help bring home 4 runs, and the Eagles leave 2 on base. It's 4-0 Eagles after 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
2 scoreless innings for Brock Culpepper on 22 pitches with 14 strikes. Now he gives the ball to Cameron Butler for the 3rd time this year. Butler will pitch, a redshirt freshman from Hickson, Tennessee. 6-foot left-hander has appeared twice, both in non-conference games. Got an out and a batter faced against Cedarville, and then threw a scoreless inning to close out Carson-Newman's win against Shorter just under a month ago. 2nd appearance, or 2 appearances, now 3rd for Cameron Butler with a strikeout in his career as well. He'll face the bottom 3 hitters in Shorter's batting lineup here in the top of inning number 3. Brooks McKenna, the shortstop, is up first here in the 3rd inning against the lefty Butler, who comes set in the first pitch. Home is a little high for ball 1. McKenna, a .233 hitter, 42nd start of the year. One of 3 Hawks to start and play in every game. Fouls one off the plate for strike one. 34 hits for McKenna this year, 22 runs batted in for a shorter offense that averages just 5 runs per game. One of the fewer marks in the Conference Carolinas this year. 1-1 is bounced foul near to the third base side, and it's 2 strikes now on the 7-hitter McKenna. First time through this shorter order, and they're facing Carson-Newman's second pitcher of the day. Culpepper continues to pitch very well for the Eagles. One-two. Drive toward left center field. Hit pretty well by Brooks McKenna, and it is going to be extra bases as it bangs off the left center field wall. And McKenna pulls up at second base with his 5th double of the year. Got a pitch over the middle at 79 from Butler and pokes it out to left center, and the Hawks have their second hit. That's how the 3rd inning starts. Runner at second now for Shorter's backstop. Josh Tattershaw stands in as the 8-hitter. Hitting .236, one of 4 freshmen in West Timmons' lineup today. Pitch stays inside from the lefty Butler for a ball. Tattershaw, a .236 hitter. 6 home runs in 89 at-bats, 19 driven in. 4-0 Carson-Newman here in the 3rd. Runner at second for the Hawks as Butler pitches, and Tattershaw's late on the fastball as it's flied foul for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. 9-hitter Cameron Adams, the last batter of this shorter order, as Tattershaw takes away. 2 ball, 1 strike count with Cameron Butler pitching for the 3rd time in his Carson-Newman career. Two ball, 1 strike count. Butler pitches, the lefty fires, and it's fouled off. Butler, one of 10 Carson-Newman arms, actually 11 Carson-Newman arms that have made their collegiate debuts this season. It's for a staff that has the 3rd best ERA in the South Atlantic Conference as well at 5.3 for the year. 2-2. Butler trying to go on the outside corner, didn't get the call, and the count is full. Even with some injuries to the bullpen and 11 different guys making their first college appearances, Jason White's pitching staff has produced a 5.3 ERA, 3rd best in the division or in the conference, and top 60 nationally. As sharply hit grounder to short as Jono Pierce stops, throws to first. Pierce does not glove it on the low throw, and it'll be an advancement for McKenna going to 3rd after the throw. Be an infield single with an error on Pierce. The low throw to Floyd. Tough play deep in the hole. Floyd could not scoop it off the turf on the backside of that play, and now the corners are occupied for Cameron Adams on Shorter's 2nd straight hit here in the 3rd. Lefty works with 2 on. First pitch to Adams. Line pretty sharply toward left. Bolton is in perfect position. He'll make the catch. Tagging from 3rd is McKenna. Bolton's throw is strong. Hammond applies the tag. How about the throw from Ryan Bolton in left? And Kevin Hammond applies the tag at the plate. And the Eagles get a 2nd out on the Bolton put out at the plate. Perfect one-hopped throw to the plate, and Hammond's tag perfect to get Brooks McKenna, who was trying to tag up. Trying to score on that ball hit to straightaway left. Bolton was in perfect position. And now there's 2 away for Micah Shipman. This one's hit softly right side. Nathan sliding effort in the outfield. Grassy throws to first, and the inning's over. How about Carson-Newman's defense that was on display in the third? Bolt in the outfield assist, and then Cole Nathan a sliding effort into the outfield grass to rob Shipman of a base hit. Eagles keep the Hawks scoreless after 2.5.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Colby Shackner's day is over. 2 innings of 4-run ball. All 4 runs that he allows are unearned runs because of shorter errors defensively in the second inning. Gives up 4 hits, 2 walks with a strikeout. And the Hawks go to the bullpen as well for the first time in this midweek game. Christopher Pavlik, a redshirt freshman from Loganville, Georgia, takes the ball from Shackner. Pavlik coming off a scoreless outing against Mount Olive over the weekend. Once he had a strikeout, he's posted a 6.94 ERA over 8 appearances this year, 11 2/3 innings for the redshirt freshman right-hander with 7 strikeouts this season. Pavlik against 6, 7, and 8 of Carson-Newman's batting order after the Eagles batted around in the 4-run second inning. Now face the reliever and another right-hander in Pavlik, who continues to warm up prior to this 3rd inning appearance. Braxton Smith stands in for Carson-Newman, reached by a throwing error to start that second inning, in which Carson-Newman scored twice. Long set for Pavlik, and now he pitches a fastball to Smith. That's a strike. Carson-Newman's 4-run second inning, the 32nd time this year that the Eagles have scored 4 times or more in a single inning. Did it by batting around and producing 3 hits, 2 of which were infield bunt singles as Smith golfs one in the infield. Foul ground. The catcher and Tattershaw and the third baseman Enriquez give it a look. It's off the top of the clubhouse, foul, and Smith behind 0-2. The only games that Carson-Newman's lost in non-conference play are to 2 teams that are vying for NCAA tournament bids out of the Gulf South Conference. 0-2 to Smith is a high breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Carson-Newman lost by a combined 3 runs in 2 games to Trevecca Nazarene, a Trojans team right in the mix for an NCAA tournament spot, as is Lee. Carson-Newman split a regular season series as Smith drives one well to left. It hits off the wall 3/4 of the way up for Braxton Smith, who is hustling to second base, and he slides head first into the second base bag with a leadoff double. Number 10 for Braxton Smith this season. Starts the 3rd. Breaking ball left. Just enough over the plate for Smith to drive it off the left field wall. The Eagles have their 5th hit. First against the reliever Pavlik, and now it's Jono Pierce. A bunt single for Jono last half inning. for his 21st hit of the year. Extended lead at second for Smith as Pierce takes high. 4-0 Carson-Newman. This is the bottom of the third inning. Eagles working through their batting order for the second time. Pierce, the 7-hitter, batting for a second time after singling and scoring in the fourth, or in the second, in a 4-run second. As Pierce behind the fastball, it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pierce takes two balls and 1 strike. Pavlik sets and pitches. Pierce throws his hands at a breaking ball and grounds it to second. Adams with a routine play this time makes it, throws out John O. Pierce. Smith moves to third with 1 away for Ryan Bolton. Eagles have pitched well here so far. 3 scoreless from Brock Culpepper and Cameron Butler. The 4-run second has them up 4-0 here in the third as Bolton takes fastball outside. Eagles win 75% of the time this year when they score first. That's the case here once again. Did it all 3 times and have done it in 4 straight games. That's score first. Part of this 5-game streak is Bolton's out in front of the breaking ball, driving it well to left. It is hooking, and it goes foul. It would have been the second career home run from Ryan Bolton, but it hooked foul. And the count is 1-1. It was basically this time last year when Bolton went yard for the first time in his career. 1-1. Bolton late on the fastball this time and fouls it back for strike 2. Bolton's home run, his first career and only home run. April 27th, senior weekend against Mars-Sill with 2 runners on base in the 6th inning of that series finale that the Eagles won to win that series against the Lions a year ago. 1-2 set for Pavlik. Missed away. Count evens at 2-2 with Smith at third and 1 out here in the inning. Bottom part of Carson-Newman's order trying to do more damage. Smith, Pierce, Bolton, Hammond, 6 through 9 were all the runs to score in that second inning. 2-2. Bolton takes below the zone, 3-2. Carson-Newman's had some great at-bats here early on as well. Forced the starter Schachner to throw 53 pitches. And against Pavlik so far, they've made him throw at least 4 to each of the first 3 batters he's faced. 3-2. Bolton throws his hands and just flares it foul up the first base side to stay alive. Smith at third, 1 out, 4-0 Carson-Newman. Pavlik threw 8 pitches to the first 2. He comes set for the 7th pitch here to Ryan Bolton, the 3rd batter of the inning. And Bolton fights off another. Great at-bat here from the 8th hitter in the order for Carson-Newman, Ryan Bolton, who's boosted his batting average to 280 after a base hit already in this game. An 8th pitch to Bolton off the plate. What an at-bat from Ryan Bolton to draw Carson-Newman's 3rd walk of the day. The corners are occupied now for Kevin Hammond. Bolton now on base in both of his plate appearances. He reaches base nearly 38% of the time. That number will go up again. As now Carson-Newman's catcher Hammond, who drove in 2 runs in his last midweek start on the 14th of April against Tusculum, bats here for a second time in as many innings. Bolton takes off. First pitch, it's sharply back up the middle. Off the shortstop, McKenna, into center field for a base hit. Bolton moves to third. He was in motion on the pitch, and he gets to third on Kevin Hammond's first hit of the day. Carson-Newman's 6th hit drives in a 5th run. It's 5-0 Eagles in the third. Smith scores. Good base running by Bolton to go first to third on Hammond's base knock. And now the corner is occupied for Logan Floyd. McKenna was nearly able to keep that in the infield. May have been able to get it out at first, but could not glove it. And now 2 for Floyd, and he takes a knee-high strike. A third opportunity in as many innings for Logan Floyd to record career hit 200. He has 66 of those 199 for his career this season to hit above 400 all year. We're one set, and the pitch to Floyd, well high. Forced Tattershaw out of his stance to keep that from the backstop. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Good job by the freshman there behind the plate. Carson-Newman led 10-0 after 3 against Shorter in late March. They've done half that so far, up 5-0 with 1 away in the third. Line drive to left for Logan Floyd. Will score Ryan Bolton. It's 6-0 Carson-Newman, and Logan Floyd has career hit 200. Floyd's 200th hit. He is the first Eagle since Tyler Thompson to record 200 hits in a career. And they'll wisely throw the baseball toward the dugout. Luke Goforth will take care of it. Floyd will keep hold of that. He's got 200 career hits in 2+ seasons in the orange and blue. And the Eagles extend their lead to 6-0. Back-to-back one-out hits, first by Hammond to score a run, and now Floyd. It's RBI number 50 as well for Floyd this year. Now Aiden Gibson with first and second occupied with 1 away. Breaking ball outside for a ball. Six 0 Eagles, a third at bat in as many innings for Aiden Gibson. He's singled and walked so far. 1-0. Pop fly toward the right field line. Newberry is giving it a chase, but won't get there as it bounces a quarter of the way up the hill. Strike 1 on Gibson. He's been stranded at third, has Gibson in his first 2 trips to the plate. He got on both times, but was left at third in both of the first 2 innings of this game. Two on and 1 out. Carson-Newman's lead is 6-0. 1-1 to Gibson. Sharp grounder foul down the third base line. And it's 2 strikes now on Carson-Newman's veteran third baseman, Aiden Gibson. Eagles already up to 7 hits so far. 3 more of those have come here in the third. 1-2. Gibson thought about it and takes called strike 3. He's rung up on strikes as Pavlik has his 9th strikeout of the year. And there is 2 outs for Bradley Soto Diaz. Gibson showed his hands at the ball, but kept his bat back and was called out on strikes by Eric Nolan. 2 away, and Bradley Soto Diaz stands in for Carson-Newman. Takes high and inside. Same line for Soto Diaz. He's been walked, and he has singled so far in his 2 plate appearances. First inning walk, second inning single. .1-0 set. Another inside fastball, 2-0. To Bradley Soto Diaz, who will certainly have a case for an all-conference caliber season. Here at the end of the regular season, that batting average could get near 400 by the time the regular season closes. Half-hearted effort there on that inside fastball, 2-1. Soto Diaz, top 10 in the league in batting average, entering the day 9th in the league with that .385 average. One of the top marks for conference outfielders as well. 2-1. Soto Diaz takes away. Three balls and one strike. The count on Bradley Soto Diaz against the reliever Pavlik here in the third. Two have scored for Carson-Newman to increase the lead to 6-0. Two more are on base for Soto Diaz, who pops one up in foul ground toward the right side. Cobb up the hill, fell down, but never had a chance to make a play as it was outside the fencing area. And it's strike two. Runners will be in motion on a 3-2 pitch with two away here in the third. And Soto Diaz batting for Carson-Newman. He was one of 13 seniors honored by Carson-Newman over the weekend. One of 13 playing their final home game today as Soto Diaz takes a fastball away. And the Eagles have loaded the bases again here in the third. A second walk drawn by Soto Diaz moves Floyd to second and Hammond to third. And Matt Bishop will get a bases loaded at bat for the second straight inning. Eagles are one of three at the plate so far with the bases loaded. First one to Bishop, well off the plate, a breaking ball, missed outside, it's 1-0. A long inning here for Christopher Pavlik. He's thrown 31 pitches so far, 17 strikes. By far the most pitches from a shorter pitcher here early on in an inning. 1-0 runs inside, so after missing away, now he misses low and in. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Shackner walked 2 in his 2 innings of work. Pavlik has walked 2 here in his only inning of work so far. And he's facing his 8th batter of the inning. Drake Cobb, the first baseman for the Hawks, over to chat with his pitcher here. He's trying to find it here late in this inning. He just missed with 4 straight pitches. 2 balls and no strikes to Matt Bishop with the bases loaded. And now a 5th straight pitch misses. It's 3-0. Carson-Newman this season has, as a team, now drawn 224 walks. Top 40 nationally. In Division II this year. Bishop probably taking all the way. The 3-0. High. 6 straight misses from Christopher Pavlik, a 4-pitch walk to Matt Bishop, and Carson-Newman's lead is 7-0. 8 batters into this third inning for Pavlik, and that's all he'll get. Some really good at-bats throughout this third inning. Carson-Newman's already compiled 3 hits, and Pavlik lost his command late in what has been a long inning for the redshirt freshman righty. He gets 2 outs on 34 pitches, and the Hawks are going to the pen for the second time. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 7-0 Eagles. Cole Nathan faces a reliever after this.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCneagles.com.
Third pitcher of the day is Harrison Perkle. 15 ERA for him in 14 and a third innings this year. 13 strikeouts, 12 walks for Harrison Perkle. He is a freshman right-hander from Buford, Georgia, 5'9", 180 pounds, out of Seconder High School. He has allowed 10 runs over his last 2 outings in which he has recorded 2 innings of work, or 6 outs. He's recorded 6 outs and 2 innings of work over his last 2 appearances. Has had some really good outings this year, though. Perkle threw 3 scoreless against Erskine to begin this month. That was on April 4th. He was able to work around 4 walks to pitch 3 scoreless that day. As Logan Floyd and Brendan Crowe have a conversation in foul ground as Perkle continues his warm-up. Floyd in this inning has become the first Eagle since Tyler Thompson with 200 career hits, and one of just a handful, or a little over a handful, in Carson-Newman baseball's history with 200 hits. He is the 8th different Eagle in program history to record 200 career hits or more. Carson-Newman going to the bench here early in this contest. Sean Strittmatter, a pinch hit at bat here for the Eagles. He takes the place of Cole Nathan here in the third. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Perkle's first one to Strittmatter is a breaking ball at 74 for called strike 1. So Strittmatter has grabbed a bat for Carson-Newman. He'll bat with the bases loaded for the second time this year. 0-1 from Perkle. Breaking ball again. Another strike, and Strittmatter's behind 0-2. 17th appearance for Strittmatter this year, a .278 hitter with a couple of runs batted in and 5 hits in his first season transferring in. Perkle's 0-2 set. Missed away. Good glove by the catcher Tattershaw with everybody aboard for Carson-Newman on the bases. Keep that one away from the backstop. It's a 3-run Carson-Newman third. They're batting around for the second straight inning. And the 1-2 to Strittmatter. Fouled back. Carson-Newman used a bunch of different players over the weekend. Did it last Tuesday in a run rule win over Tusculum 14-2. And going to the bench here early on with a 7-run lead in the third, with Strittmatter pinch hitting with the bases loaded in 2 outs. Another 1-2. High and away, ball 2. Eagles have had some great at-bats throughout this inning. Perkle's already thrown 4 pitches. Pavlik threw 34. And he got the first 2 outs of this inning. 2-2. Breaking ball off the plate. The count is full. Runners will be on the move. Ahead of this 3-2 pitch with 2 outs in the third. Payoff to Strittmatter. It hit him in his helmet. 8-0 Carson-Newman. Strittmatter wears it to extend the Eagles' lead. That is the third freebie by a shorter pitcher with the bases loaded. That ball hit off his helmet, I think so softly, too, that it bounced like 85% of the way up the netting here on the backstop. Now Braxton Smith, he started this inning with a leadoff double. Floyd scores, Soto Diaz to third, Bishop to second. First one is Smith outside. Braxton Smith, 2 good at-bats so far, reached by an error and scored, and as we said, doubled to start this 4-run third. Perkle's 1-0. Smith, line drive down the right field line. It is slicing, and it goes foul. Would have cleared the bases. Had it dropped fair and gone all the way into that right field corner, but Smith slices it just foul. 4 strike 1. Long inning for Shorter's pitchers so far. This is the 10th batter of Carson-Newman's inning. The Shorter arms have combined to throw 43 pitches in the inning, and the 44th is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 44 pitches to what is the 10th batter. Easy, quick math is just over 4 pitches to each Carson-Newman batter in this third inning. 2-1, Smith. Sky-high fly ball toward right field. Newberry charging in. The right fielder has it, and he ends a long 45-pitch, shorter third inning. Eagles score 4 more times on 3 more hits. They leave the bases loaded, but they score 4 more times, and the lead is 8-0 after 3 here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We head to the top of the 4th inning, and Carson-Newman will send out a second reliever. Third pitcher of the day will be redshirt senior Braxton Roberts from Sweetwater, Tennessee, is the redshirt senior, another one of those seniors that were honored over the weekend. 3 1/3 innings for Roberts this year. This will be his 7th appearance of the season, 7th and final appearance here in his career at home. First pitch of the inning is a ground ball, is through the right side for a base hit. Sean Strittmatter made a diving effort, but Griffin Tamucci has his second hit and Shorter's 4th. 1 pitch, 1 hit, 1 runner to begin the 4th inning for the Hawks, and now Wilmer Henriquez. Top of the 4th inning, Carson-Newman leads Shorter 8-0 as Roberts comes set in the first one to Henriquez, bounces low and in the turf for a ball. Roberts, another one of those good stories that Carson-Newman has. Had to go through an arm injury and recover from that in 2024, but has pitched the last 2 years for Carson-Newman. There's a softly hit ground ball to the right side. Strittmatter was all the way in the hole. He runs toward the middle, or to the right side, and the flip is late. Henriquez beats it out. Another infield hit here for the Hawks today. 2nd of the game. Strittmatter playing double play depth closer to second. Just couldn't get to that ball. It was hit so softly in the hole on the right side. The flip was a hair late. 1st and 2nd, nobody out for Drake Cobb here in the 4th inning as Shorter tries to respond. Alrighty, Roberts fires. Inside and low for a ball. Roberts made 5 appearances in 2023 before that arm injury that kept him out all of 2024. But has pitched now 17 times over the last 2 years. And more than 11 innings. 1-0. Knee-high strike to Drake Cobb. Cobb, one of the best hitters in Conference Carolinas this year. Hitting .393 entering the day with 10 long balls and 34 runs batted in. 3rd most runs batted in this year. Roberts a look at second, and the pitch to Cobb is hit toward right field. Bradley Soto Diaz is able to make the catch. He'll throw a laser to Jono Pierce, who I think used his foot potentially there to keep that in front. It is a fly out to right. Runners stay put. 1 away for Reese Newberry. Soto Diaz has a cannon out there in right. No reason for Tamucci to tag there from second. So he stays put now with Newberry batting for the 2nd time. 1st and 2nd, 1 out here in the 4th for the Hawks. Roberts sets and pitches. Drive to left. This is hammered by Reese Newberry. Does it stay fair? It is hooking near the left field foul pole. It is just inside of it, and the Hawks are on the board. A 4th long ball from Reese Newberry here in 2026 makes it 8-3. Newberry hits it 98. off his bat, and the Hawks have made it a 5-run game here in the 4th. Now Michael Barron, big swing from Newberry on an inside fastball. Roberts trying to respond as he misses high and away for a ball. 8-3 game. The Hawks now have 55 home runs as a team as Barron bounces one foul. 55 home runs, 5th best and 5th most in Conference Carolinas this year. Obviously led by Enriquez and Cobb, who have combined for nearly half of those, but Newberry with his 4th has made it a 5-run game. As Roberts' inside pitch is a strike, it's now 1-2. Ends a stretch where Carson-Newman's pitching staff had gone 10 1/3 scoreless innings since the end of the Coker series. Roberts bounces one in the turf on a waste pitch, and it's 2-2. See if this helps the shorter Hawks offense find a groove here in this midweek game in the 4th. 2-2. Barron lines it sharply foul. To keep the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A Tamucci single through the right side. Enriquez infield single, a flyout, and then the Newberry 3-run shot has made this an 8-3 game in the 4th as Roberts gets a jam shot behind the mound. He's backing up. Pierce is charging. It drops between all of them. It'll be another infield hit for Shorter and a ball that lands in no man's land. Behind the mound, in between second, short, and the third baseman. 4th hit of the inning, and the Hawks have more base runners. Now Brooks McKenna. It's a good pitch by Roberts. But nobody there defensively for Carson-Newman. First one to Brooks McKenna is outside for a ball. Roberts facing his 6th batter and having only thrown 14 pitches as Kevin Hammond will run out and talk things over with the senior Roberts here in this 4th inning. As the Hawks try to continue on this strong 4th inning, they had posted 3 hits in the first 3 frames and had multiple runners on in the 3rd, but a Ryan Bolton outfield assist and a diving play by Cole Nathan at second base helped toss that scoreless inning for Cameron Butler. Ball in the hands of Braxton Roberts, who's missed again. It's 2-0. And what's a 3-run 4th right now for the Hawks as Roberts misses outside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Both teams now have 7 hits for the day, 4 of them for the Hawks here in the 4th. 3-0. McKenna takes the strike down the middle. Double for Brooks McKenna, the shortstop, to begin the 3rd inning. He was thrown out at the plate by Bolton for what was the 2nd out of that 3rd. Roberts will step off and pick to first. (3-1). Ball low, and it's a 5-pitch walk to Brooks McKenna. 5 of the 6 that Roberts has faced here in the 4th have reached base. And now Josh Tattershaw with 2 on and 1 out. So after the home run, Barron has singled and McKenna has walked. Now the 7th batter of the inning is Shorter's catcher. Nobody holds the runners at first and second as Roberts pitches to the catcher and misses low. Can Roberts find it here in this 4th inning for Carson-Newman? Only out, a flyout by Drake Cobb, the cleanup hitter. It was the 3rd batter of the frame. The 1-ball, no-strike pitch hits Tattershaw. And the bases are loaded for the Hawks now. A single, a walk, and a hit by pitch have loaded them up. And I think the day might be over for Braxton Roberts. Eagles going to go to the bullpen here. A 3-run home run from Reese Newberry has made it a 5-run game, and the Hawks have reloaded the bases in an 8-3 game on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
8-3 is the Carson-Newman lead. It was 8-0 entering the inning, but a 3-run Reese Newberry home run has made it a 5-run game as Drew Fletcher gets ready to face the 9-hitter Cameron Adams with the bases loaded and 1 out. Fletcher will make his 4th relief appearance of his freshman season. First since his first appearance this month, getting 1 out and 1 pitch and 1 batter faced against Wingate. First pitch to Adams, right back to him. He will come home for the force there. Back to first, double play. A 1, 2, 3 double play on the first pitch from Drew Fletcher out of the bullpen. And the Hawks lead him loaded in the 4th inning. A 3-run home run from Reese Newberry, though, has made it a 5-run game after 3.5. How about the turn by Fletcher? Fresh out the pen. It's the Eagles, a double play to end the 4th on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Mossy Creek. It is 8-3 Eagles here on the Eagles Sports Network. Reese Newberry's 3-run shot has put the Hawks on the board. Eagles will try to answer with the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming to bat against Harrison Perkle, who was able to get the final out. 2 batters faced in a 4-run third in which the Eagles sent 10 to the plate. Scored 4 times on 3 hits, but left the bases loaded. Perkle to face John O'Pierce, who is 1 for 2 so far in this game. He's got one of Carson-Newman's 7 hits in the game. As Perkle sets for the first pitch at the bottom of the 4th and misses with a breaking ball away for ball number 1. Pierce has been great defensively for Carson-Newman. He's turned a bunch of double plays this year as he grounds one foul, rolling it to the left side. Eagles defensively have turned, entering the day, 36 double plays. They've already turned 2 in this game, up to 38, which is just 1 off the league lead. And their 36 double plays for the season are 20th nationally. 1-1. Pierce, foul tip into Tattershall's mitt, and it's strike 2. 8-3 game, bottom of the fourth inning. Shorter's third pitcher of the day is Harrison Perkle, working ahead on Jono Pierce at a ball and 2 strikes to begin the home half of the fourth. Pierce hits a fly ball out toward center field. Moving to the right, his right is Michael Barron, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. First time Carson-Newman has not had the leadoff guy on base since the opening inning. The only frame they've not scored in, and now Ryan Bolton's turn. Well, the Eagles have a lot at stake here down this stretch. This is the final non-conference game. They've got 3 regular season games left to try to achieve in a 30-win season for the second straight year. Bolton stands in with 1 away and fouls the first pitch back. The Eagles have only won 30 games or more in consecutive seasons since the beginning of Tom Griffin's tenure. Won 35, 36, and 43 in his first 3 years, leading Carson-Newman baseball in 2006, 2007, and 2008. Foul ball again by Bolton. It's 0-2. Eagles have come up close under head coach Tom Griffin to achieve that 30-win mark. In 2016, they won 31, but then in 17 came up a win short at just 29. 3 wins this week in 4 games can get Carson-Newman to 30 wins entering postseason play, as Bolton does go around on that breaking ball away, and Perkle has a 3-pitch strikeout for his first of the day. There's 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning. Kevin Hammond now the batter. Eagles going to try to keep this momentum rolling as well. The win streak started by winning the series finale against Marshall, and the last 4 wins have come against teams below 500. Counting shorter today, the 4 teams Carson-Newman plays this week are below 500 as Kevin Hammond lines one sharply down the left field line. And this should be extra bases for the sophomore catcher, who rounds first and will sprint to second base with a stand-up 2-out double. Second career 2-bagger for Kevin Hammond gives the Eagles a base runner here in the 4th. Good rip by Hammond, who continues to play very well. He's drawn a lot of non-conference midweek starts here as this season has continued on, and Tom Griffin raves about his ability to call the game and work defensively, but now that bat is starting to come alive. He's 2 for 2. And now Logan Floyd, fresh off career hit 200, stands in and takes low and outside. Floyd 1 for 3 in the game. RBI single in the 3rd was career hit 200. He's hitting north of 500 in 12 non-conference games he's played in this year. 1-0 breaking ball. Drops in for a strike. Floyd has 9 home runs as well. One of his goals this year was to get to double-digit home runs. He is 1 away with the regular season winding down. 1-1 set for Perkle. Floyd takes low, 2-1. An RBI base hit for Floyd on that 200th career hit. Brings his season total to 50. 2-1 set from Perkle. And Floyd takes outside. In the career of Logan Floyd, he's driven 148 runs in 144 games. 3-1. Pop-up out toward shallow center. Should end the inning. Barron running in to make the catch. The infielders were converging, but Barron calls them off to make the catch, and the inning is over. Floyd 1 for 4. Kevin Hammond left aboard after a 2-out double. It's 8-3 Carson-Newman after 4 innings.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owner's Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Drew Fletcher back to work after he started a 1-2-3 double play to get Carson-Newman out of a bases-loaded fourth-inning jam after a Reese Newberry home run. So Fletcher goes to work again with a 4.5 ERA over 33 and a third innings with 13 strikeouts. Fletcher's 33 innings of work are the fifth most on the team. And certainly when it comes to the conference tournament next week, Fletcher could get called upon a couple of times in the conference tournament. He's mainly been used as Carson-Newman's midweek starter, but with this being the final midweek, the Eagles elected to start Brock Culpepper and let Fletcher come out of the bullpen, something that he probably do at the conference tournament next week, as Micah Shipman at the top of the order swings and misses at the first pitch to begin the fifth. So the Eagles want to get Fletcher some relief innings. A one stays on the inner half of the plate. It's a ball on a breaking ball. Eagles want to get Fletcher some relief work, especially in a situation that he was able to get out of there in the fourth inning. Those bases loaded. 1-1. Fastball rings up at 86 for called strike two across the plate. Fletcher, one of several different Eagles that have starting experience, obviously, this season, but also that can give the Eagles multiple innings, even if it's not in a start. As Fletcher misses outside on his waist pitch, it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man here in the fifth. Micah Shipman's 0 for 2 and now 0 for 3. Fletcher's slider away gets Shipman swinging. 14th career strikeout for Drew Fletcher begins the fifth. Now the left-handed hitting Tamucci, who is 2 for 2, the only shorter batter with multi-hit effort so far, takes away. Fletcher has given the Eagles multiple innings of work in all but 2 of his 12 appearances this year, as Fletcher misses outside for ball 2. The DH for the Hawks waits on a 2-0 and pops it up high in the infield. Strip matter into the outfield grass. Pierce behind second into the outfield grass. Calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 away now in inning 5. Good work by Drew Fletcher here. He has needed just 5 pitches to record the first 2 outs here of inning 5 after that 1-pitch double play to get out of the 4th. And now Enriquez with 2 away. First pitch, fastball outside. Fletcher this year has some really good numbers. Right-handed hitters are only hitting .210 against the freshman here in 2026. Enriquez, a high fly ball down the left field line. Ryan Bolton sprinting after it. Into foul ground he goes. He has room and makes the catch, and the inning's over. The efficient work there from Drew Fletcher, a 1-2-3 fifth. The third 1-2-3 inning by Carson-Newman today. Keeps the lead at 5 after 4.5.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Eight-three Carson-Newman, and they will go to work in the home half of the fifth inning against the new shorter arm, Bennett Reeves. 6'2 freshman from Southside, Alabama, into the game for the 9th time this year. He has an 8.5 ERA this year, over 12 innings of work. And he'll pitch against Carson-Newman here in the 5th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network. Reeves this year, that ERA in 16 innings of work. Coming off 2 scoreless against Mount Olive. The only runs he allowed in that appearance in relief against Mount Olive was unearned runs. He struck out 3. He's actually had scoreless outings in 3 of his last 4 this season. Bennett Reeves, the pitcher, for the 14th time this year for Shorter to start this 5th inning. The day started with Colby Shackner going 2 innings and allowing 4 unearned runs in 53 pitches. Then Pavlik came in and gave up 4 earned runs on 3 hits and walked 3. The ball went then to Harrison Perkle. He got 4 outs and 6 batters faced. Scoreless work there, and now he gives it to Reeves for the 5th with Carson-Newman ahead 8-3. Having scored the first 8 in this game, but the Hawks have the last 3. And that's why it's a 5-run game with 2, 3, and 4 set to bat against Bennett Reeves. The right-hander's first offering is high. 4-1. Both teams have hit the ball pretty well. Carson-Newman has 8 runs on 8 hits. The Hawks have 3 runs on 7 hits. 1-0. Gibson, line drive sharply to center field. Barron going back, and he's got a beat on it to make the catch. Hit pretty well by Gibson, but right to Michael Barron, who just needed to backpedal a handful of steps to make the catch. And Carson-Newman now has flew out for 3 of the last 4 outs in this game, and now Bradley Soto Diaz. This is the longest that Soto Diaz has played in one of these midweek games here as of late. Had a couple at bats each of the last 2 before being pulled. Bats for the 3rd time, or 2nd time officially, 4th official plate appearance as he takes outside. 4-1. First inning walk, 2nd inning RBI single, 3rd inning walk. And the plate appearances for the senior right fielder who takes outside. It's 2-0. Right-hander Reeves comes set at the belt. And Soto Diaz golfs one high out toward right field. Reese Newberry homered in the 4th inning. Able to make the catch waist high on the Soto Diaz pop fly. 3 straight outs by Carson-Newman have been flyouts, including 4 of the last 5. 2 away for the cleanup batter Matthew Bishop, the DH today. First one to Bishop, blowing outside for a ball. Bishop batting with 2 outs, starting for the 4th time this year at the DH spot. Freshman's one of 12 different Eagles as he lines one sharply to right. Newberry is charging it at the last second to make the catch, and the inning is over. Bishop one of 12 this year to start at DH for the Eagles. It stays 8-3 after a scoreless 5th both ways.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Eli Norris gets the ball again for Carson-Newman. He has 24 innings of work this year, a 5.9 ERA. 2 wins, 3 losses with 31 strikeouts. This is his 22nd appearance of the year. With 3 regular season games to go after this one, Norris gets the ball after only facing a couple of batters over the weekend against Coker. Did not record an out, gave up a hit, walked a guy, and gave up a run in that weekend outing on Saturday against Coker. He'll pitch against this shorter team for the 2nd time this season and for the 4th time in his career. Through 3 scoreless, got the victory back on March 24th in his first career start and worked around 5 walks in that start. Threw only like 45% strikes in the outing, but did enough to get the job done and pitched 3 scoreless. Now he goes to work in the 6th inning against 4, 5, and 6. Drake Cobb, Reese Newberry, Michael Barron. The heart of the Hawks order in an 8-3 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. First pitch of the inning is spiked into the turf for a ball at 88. For the record here, Norris's 22 appearances, 9 off. The single season record for appearances in a season. 1-0 is bounced in by Eli Norris. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Jim Franklin in 1993 holds the record for most appearances in a single season in Carson-Newman baseball history. Norris getting there, 22. His teammate Brock Culpepper appeared in game 21 this year. Expect those arms to get a lot of opportunity in the conference tournament, depending on how long the Eagles are playing. As Norris fires in his first strike to Cobb, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. To the cleanup batter, Cobb in the first here of the 6th inning. 2-1 off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Norris, the first, and with Culpepper this year, the first Eagles since Griff Hughes in 2024 with 20-plus appearances in a season. 3-1 is low, and Norris has walked his 31st batter of the year. And that's how this 6th inning begins. All right, leadoff batter aboard for the Hawks. Cobb's on for the first time. He was 0 for 2 prior to that walk, and now Reese Newberry, who homered in the 4th with 2 on base. Norris comes set. The first one is spiked low for a ball. 6 pitches from Eli Norris, 5 balls so far. Just the one thing that's kept him away from being one of the best in the league in the region has been the strike zone. Good fastball, good breaking ball, but finding the strike zone with those pitches consistently has plagued him at times as he misses low again. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Last season for the Eagles, he was an all-region closer, 10 saves, and a 1.8 ERA in 20 innings of work. Eagles kept him mainly to an 8th, 9th inning guy in that closing role a year ago. This year, they've asked a little bit more from him. 2 balls, no strikes. And Newberry takes low. It's 3-0. Those 10 saves tied for the 4th most in a single season. And it was the 2nd straight year the Eagles had a closer with 10 saves or more in a season. Not going to have anybody get to that mark this year. Norris's 3-0 is inside and low. So 9 pitches from Norris, 8 balls. And head coach Tom Griffin will make his first appearance to the mound to check on and talk with his senior reliever here with 2 on now and nobody out. Base on balls have put 2 aboard for the Hawks as Norris has walked his 32nd batter of the year. Norris has now walked multiple guys in an outing for the 8th time this year. In all but 5 of his appearances, he's walked at least 1. Head coach Tom Griffin chatting with his catcher Kevin Hammond as well. That's where most of the conversation seems to be, pointing toward home plate a little bit. Michael Barron, left-handed hitting center fielder, is the batter for the Hawks. With 2 on and nobody out, the Hawks have yet to swing the bat here in the 6th inning, and they have 1 in scoring position, 2 on with nobody out in the 6th inning. They've scored the last 3 runs in the game. After once trailing 8-0 after 3. Norris sets first one to Barron well outside. 7 straight misses from the senior reliever here in this 6th inning. Barron is 1 for 2 with a single. Can't imagine that he is swinging the bat. He'll probably take till he gets a strike. 1-0. He does swing the bat and lifts it foul. So Norris's stretch of 7 straight balls broken up by a swing and a foul ball by Barron. And the count is 1-1. Norris, the 4th Carson-Newman reliever, 5th pitcher of the day. They started with 2 efficient, scoreless Brock Culpepper innings. High fastball for ball 2. Cameron Butler with a scoreless frame. Drew Fletcher got 5 outs on 11 pitches. The final 2 of the 4th and all 3 in a 1-2-3 5th. Now it's Norris's opportunity here in the 6th inning. Behind in the count, 2-1 on Barron with 2 on. This one gets away from Floyd on a back pick to first, but not far enough away to allow the runners to advance. And so on ball 3 to Barron. Runners stay at first and second. And Norris a pitch away in danger of walking the bases loaded. The 3-1, high and in, ball 4. Bases loaded for Shorter. They've swung the bat once here in this 6th inning. And now the 7-hitter, Brooks McKenna, gets the opportunity. Remember, Norris in 3 scoreless innings against the Hawks a month ago worked around 5 walks. But in that effort, he did not walk the bases loaded at any point. That's the situation right now for Eli Norris here in the 6th inning, facing the 7th hitter, McKenna. First pitch swinging, he fouls it out of play. To the first 3 batters, 14 pitches, 2 strikes. Gets a 3rd strike here in the inning after the foul ball by McKenna. And it's 0-1. McKenna has reached both times as Norris steps off. Third inning double before he was thrown out at the plate. And then a fourth inning walk. Nothing in one, the pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike 2. First time that Norris has gone to that 12-6 curve, and he works ahead on McKenna. 2 strikes to the first 3 batters of the inning. Now 2 quick ones here on the 4th of the inning. Bases loaded for the Hawks here in the 6th inning. The 0-2 breaking ball drops in knee high for called strike 3. What a response here from Eli Norris. 2 strikes to the first 3 batters. The 4th one he faces sees 3 and strikes out looking. 1 away, and now Josh Tattershaw. Career strikeout 78 for Eli Norris in 61 innings of work, and now the catcher for the Hawks. Takes breaking ball low and away. The breaking ball has looked good out of the hands of Norris so far. Got a couple strikes with it to McKenna. First time he's missed with it to start Tattershaw's at bat. 1-0 pause, and the pitch from Norris. Fastball lifted high in the air, foul ground. Gibson is giving it a look and don't have any room to make the catch. Lands in foul ground. 4 strike 1. Tattershaw went 0 for 3 the first time these 2 teams met. Struck out a couple of times against Norris. 1-1. Good block by Hammond. That ball stays away from the backstop. And the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Hawks have the bases loaded on 3 walks in the inning. Cobb at third, Newberry at second, Barron at first. 2 5-pitch walks and a 4-pitch walk. As Norris misses away, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Norris found the strike zone 3 straight times to strike out McKenna looking. Has done so just once here in 4 pitches to Shorter's catcher. 8-3 game, bases loaded, 1 out. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count on the catcher. And he grounds one sharply, and it's under Gibson's glove into left field, a base hit. Bolton will hit the cutoff, and Gibson. And the runners move up a spot on the first hit of the inning. An RBI single for Josh Tattershaw, his 20th RBI of the year. And Shorter is able to cut the deficit in half. It's 8-4. And the day is over for Eli Norris. Carson-Newman's staff looked good early on, but this recent surge from Shorter's pitching staff, or Shorter's offense, thanks to some walks, has made this a 4-run game. Eagles turning to Denver Slifka. More on the redshirt freshman after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Denver Slifka into the game for Carson-Newman. 16 1/3 innings for the Redshirt freshman this season from West High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. 2 wins and a loss, 7.1 ERA, 10 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Pitched a scoreless inning over the weekend against Coker. And now gets the ball from Carson-Newman from Eli Norris. Bases are loaded for the Hawks in a 4-run game. In the top of the 6th inning, Cameron Adams, in this exact situation, hit into a 1-2-3 double play to end the 4th inning. Redemption opportunity for Shorter's second baseman here. In the 6th inning, Hawks have scored the last 4 runs in the game. First one to Adams from Slivka is high and inside for a ball. Denver Slivka is making his 16th appearance of the season. Quietly has become one of Carson-Newman's most used pitchers. 3rd most appearances on the mound this year by an Eagle are Slivka's 16 as Adams pokes one softly out into the outfield grass. Pierce backing up, won't get there. It drops in for a hit. Pierce barehands to throw to third. Throw late. Hawks move up a base, and it's 8-5 on Adams. And his base hit, his 8th hit of the year, drives in his 3rd run. It's a 3-run game. Now Micah Shipman, back-to-back shorter hits here in the 6th inning to take advantage of all these walks. And now back to the top of the order for Micah Shipman. With the score 8-5, 5 unanswered runs from the Hawks now. Shipman, the 7th batter of the inning. First one to him. Breaking ball line sharply to left field. A base hit. A run scores for the Hawks. A second one is rounding third. No throw home. Tattershaw scores, and it's 8-7. 2 RBI single for Micah Shipman. And it's a 1-run game. It's a 4-run 6th inning for Shorter. How about the response from these Hawks? A 3-run 4th and now a 4-run 6th inning has made this a 1-run game. And now the 2-hitter Griffin Tamucci, who's 2 for 3. First one from Slivka, swing and a miss. Now the Hawks are starting to be aggressive. They know Slivka's a strike thrower. 0-1 on the DH as Slivka tries to limit the damage here. 3 pitches in, he's allowed 2 hits to the first 2 he's faced. 0-1. Line drive, or ground ball, 1 hop to Gibson to second for 1. Strip matters turn back to first. Double play. A 3rd double play by Carson-Newman's defense gets the Eagles out of the 6th inning. It's a 1-run game after a 4-run 6th inning for Shorter here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Bennett Reeves to work for for Shorter against Carson-Newman in the 6th inning. Eagles will have 5, 6, and 7 to the plate in a game that has taken a turn in Shorter's favor. This was a 1-run game now after Carson-Newman led 8-0 after 3 innings. And the Eagles have run-ruled multiple teams this year in these midweek games. Did it last Tuesday against Tusculum 7-14-2. Did it to Shorter back on March 24th as well. But the Hawks have responded with 7 unanswered to make this a 1-run game as Sean Strittmatter takes the first pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning for a ball outside. Strittmatter was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. And now gets a second at bat here in inning 6. Reeves fires in a knee-high strike. The Eagles' bullpen's been used quite a bit here as well in this game, and so they'll have to put together these final few innings. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Reeves inside to Strittmatter. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And a 1-run game. Braxton Smith, John O'Pierce are after Bennett Reeves here in the home half of the 6th inning as Reeves comes set in the pitch to Strittmatter. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball away to the second baseman, and the count is even. 8 runs on 8 hits. All of those runs in the 2nd and 3rd innings of this game for Carson-Newman. 2-2 from Reeves. Drops below the zone and the count's full. Eagles haven't been in a game like this really this season when they've jumped on a team with a big lead, especially as of late in non-conference play too. Usually the Eagles get a comfortable lead and have been able to hold on to it. 3-2. Soft flare, right side, base hit. Strittmatter drops in Carson-Newman's 9th hit, and his first of the day is his 6th of the year. Carson-Newman's response starts with a leadoff single. Now Braxton Smith, who is 1 for 3. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. Smith batted twice in that 4-run 3rd. Started the inning with a double and then ended it with a pop-up. Facing the reliever Reeves for the first time. Right, he's facing his 5th batter. 1-0. Smith shows bunt, or 0-1. Is bunted back, and it's 0-2. Smith continues that boost, that batting average here in the month of April and at home. A 300 hitter at home. Near 400 in his last handful of games and in non-conference play as well. 0-2, he shows bunt again and takes away. Bunt still on right now for Smith with 2 strikes on the sophomore outfielder. Trying to get Strittmatter into scoring position. The 0-2 from Reeves, or 1-2 from Reeves, is low for ball 2. Smith still showing that bunt with 2 strikes. He's worked the count even. Carson-Newman ahead by a run, 8-7. Picked to first, Strittmatter checked on. 2 stolen bases and 2 attempts for the junior this year. 2-2 set for Bennett Reeves. Runner takes off. Smith floats one to right center field. Will it drop in? Strittmatter thinks so. He'll run to second base as Braxton Smith drops in another bloop single here in the 6th inning for Carson-Newman. The Eagles have 10 hits. And now runners on first and second for John O'Pierce. Another double-digit hitting day for the Eagles this season. 27th time. They have done that this year. And they've done it for the 6th straight game. And for the 8th time in the last 9. Infield comes in, especially the corners. First baseman Cobb charging as Pierce tries to lay a bunt down, but fouls it back. Pierce singled and scored in the 2nd, a ground out in the 3rd, and a pop out in inning 4. Facing Bennett Reeves with 2 on and nobody out in a 1-run game. Showing bunt is Pierce. He takes inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Second straight batter that Reeves is facing that has showed bunt quite often. Smith did it a bunch with 2 strikes, but eventually swung away and singled. Pierce shows bunt, 1-1 hit back to Reeves. He thinks about third and second, finally throws to first, and Adams dropped the ball. A third shorter error is going to be on the second baseman, Adams, his second of the day. He just dropped the ball from this pitcher, Reeves. Reeves had plenty of time. He looked at third and second before making a throw. It was a little off the bag, but not too far. Adams certainly should have gloved it. Bases loaded on Shorter's third error. Carson-Newman trying to respond back. The Hawks have the last 7 runs in the game. Bolton takes a high pitch from Reeves. It's 1-0. Well, it's been a tough day for Cameron Adams in his 10th start. He's now committed 2 errors defensively. 1-0. Bolton, a little flare to right. Newberry is after it. He won't get there. An RBI hit for Strittmatter. Smith gets the stop sign at third. And Ryan Bolton has an RBI base hit for Carson-Newman. His first of the day makes it 9-7. Smith to third, Pierce to second, Bolton aboard at first. The bases stay loaded for Kevin Hammond. Hammond shows bunt and pulls it back at the last second to take a strike. Corner infielders were both sprinting in late there. And Henriquez and Cobb at third and first as Hammond showed a late bunt and then took it back. How about the day for Kevin Hammond? 2 for 3. RBI in the second and third innings and a double in the fourth. Taking outside for ball 1 this time. 1-1 count. Hammond's first career multi-hit day. Up to 5 runs batted in for his career. 4 are in his last 2 games played. 1-1. Stays low and inside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Kevin Hammond. With the bases loaded and there's nobody out for Carson-Newman in the 6th inning. Eagles scored the first 8. The Hawks scored the last 7. The Eagles have ended that by scoring 1 so far in inning 6. 2-1 is away, and Hammond has worked himself into a hitter's count. 2-run game, bases loaded in the 6th inning. 2 teams have combined for 21 hits and 16 runs. And we are in the 6th inning so far. The Hawks have committed 3 errors. Carson-Newman's committed 1. Reeves comes set, the 3-1 to Hammond. High ball 4. It's 10-7. Kevin Hammond, a 3 RBI day. And the lead for Carson-Newman is 3. And now the top of the order, and Logan Floyd, who is 1 for 4. Carson-Newman scored 10 runs in the game, and 3 of them have either been, or now 4 have been on a freebie. First pitch to Floyd, below the zone and away for ball 1. Aiden Gibson drew a bases loaded walk. Matt Bishop drew a bases loaded walk. Strittmatter was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, and now Kevin Hammond has drawn a bases loaded walk. 1-0. Floyd takes a strike on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out for Carson-Newman here in the 6th inning. Floyd, the 6th batter of the frame. 1-1. Floyd takes a second strike. 10-7 the score. Eagles saw their lead dwindle down to a run, but they've boosted it back to 3 with a 2-run 6th inning so far. The 1-2 to Floyd. Well off the plate and away. 2 ball, 2 strike count on Logan Floyd. He's eclipsed 200 career hits in this game. 2-2 from Reeves. Floyd hits a flare out toward right center field. It's tracking away from Barron. He's after it. He makes the catch at the warning track. A run will score as Pierce sprints home from third. Bolton moves from second to third. It's a sac fly for Floyd to drive in his second run of the day. And Carson-Newman's lead is 11-7. First and third, one away for Aiden Gibson. And the Hawks will go back to the bullpen. 28 pitches for Bennett Reeves as he faces the Carson-Newman batting order one time through. And for now, has given up 3 runs on 3 hits. The Eagles have scored 3 times in the 6th inning. The lead is 11-7. Carson-Newman has runners on the corners with 1 away, and will face a new shorter pitcher after this.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grayson Goss, the new pitcher for Shorter. 9.2 ERA for Grayson Goss this year. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 22 1/3 innings pitched this season. Goss was the starting pitcher for the Hawks in that midweek game on March 24th. Gave up 5 hits and 5 runs and walked a guy in 9 faced. He goes to the mound with runners on the corners for Carson-Newman in a 4-run game. It's 11-7, and we're glad you're with us for the final time here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex this season. Carson-Newman has won 14 home games. 14-10 is the home record. They've won 4 straight at home, fresh off their only home conference sweep of the season. They've only lost 2 home non-conference games as well, hoping to finish off the 2026 home slate with a W. And they're off to a fine effort here. 11-7 the advantage. Aiden Gibson the batter with the corners occupied and 1 away against the reliever Grayson Goss, senior out of Rome, Georgia. Pitching here for the Hawks and nearly hitting Gibson. It's a breaking ball that never went toward the plate. It stayed inside for a ball and forced the senior playing his final home game to duck out of the way. 17th appearance of the year for the 6'6 righty. 7th batter of the inning is Gibson. 1-0. Swing a foul ball, and it hit off Eric Nolan in his mask at the plate. Catcher Tattershaw will walk out and give pitcher a new ball as Nolan will be given a second on that foul ball that ricocheted off Gibson's bat into the home plate umpire Eric Nolan. One ball, 1 strike count, 1 away. A 3-run 6th inning so far from Carson-Newman. They've got 2 more on base for Aiden Gibson, who's 1 for 3. Line drive down the right field line. Gibson giving it a ride down the line, but it slices foul. 2 strikes now on the senior third baseman. Batting for the 5th time in 6 innings is Aiden Gibson. His single came in the 1st inning. His RBI was drawing a 4-pitch walk in the 2nd. He has since struck out and flew out. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goss goes down to the breaking ball and gets Gibson to chase. 2 away for Bradley Soto Diaz here in inning 6. Now Soto Diaz and his 1-for-2 day, couple of walks, and an RBI single for Bradley Soto Diaz. In this game as Grayson Goss comes set, trying to get out of this 6th inning for the Hawks as Soto Diaz pops it foul and out of play. Ball ricochets off the light pole and lands back on the playing surface. 8th batter here of Carson-Newman's 6th inning. The Eagles have sent 8 or more to the plate now 3 different times. Did it in the 4-run 2nd and 4-run 3rd as well. A 1. Line drive. 1 hopper through the left side, a base hit. A 2nd RBI for Bradley Soto Diaz keeps the 6th inning going. It's 12-7 Eagles on the 2nd hit of the day from Soto Diaz. And the Eagles will bat around for a 3rd time today, as the cleanup batter Matt Bishop stands in with 2 on and 2 out. Bishop 0 for 2, but a couple of RBI for the freshman in his 4th start as he takes outside for a ball. He scored runs thanks to a bases-loaded walk in the 3rd and a sac fly in the 2nd inning. Carson-Newman scored 12 runs. They're all in 3 innings. 4-run 2nd, 4-run 3rd, 4-run 6th inning currently. 1-0 from Goss. Bishop behind the fastball at 84. It's a strike, swinging. Bishop, one of 4 Eagles today with multiple RBI. Really balanced effort. 4 different players have multiple hits, and every starter has a hit except Cole Nathan, who went 0 for 2. And it was pulled from the game for Sean Strittmatter as Bishop takes inside for ball 2. Floyd, Soto Diaz, Bishop, and Kevin Hammond have the multi-RBI days. They have combined to drive in 9 of the 12. Bishop trying to add to his total here. The 2-ball, 1-strike count against Grayson Goss. And he takes low again. It's 3-1. Strittmatter started this inning with a single to right. He would be next. Three-one set. A look at second base where Hammond stands. And Bishop swings and misses. Breaking ball to work the count full now at 3-2. Runners will be in motion. Good Soto Diaz speed there at first. Something into the gap from Bishop. Could plate 2 more for the Eagles here in this 6th inning. The 3-2. Breaking ball. Rolled foul. Fought off by the freshman from Leesville, South Carolina to stay alive. And the runners will have to go back to their bases. Hawks pitchers have not been able to limit the damage. When Carson-Newman scored, it's scored often. It's been the case here again in the 6th inning. 3-2 again. Off the plate. Runners were in motion, and they'll get to stop at their next bases at 2nd and 3rd. Eagles have loaded them up again. This time with 2 outs for Sean Strittmatter as Bishop draws his 2nd walk of the day. Five-run game. It was a 1-run game after a 4-run top half of this 6th inning. But the Eagles have added 4 back as Strittmatter swings and fouls the first fastball off. Felt like the Hawks had this right where they wanted it to be, a one-run game with 4 innings left to play. The Eagles have responded back with a 4-run bottom half. Still threatening for more. 0-1. Stripmatter takes a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Carson-Newman today 2 for 5 with the bases loaded. This is the 96th at-bat this year with the bases loaded. 0-2 to Strittmatter. Bounced into the turf away from the plate. Blocked by the freshman Tattershaw, and the runners have no chance to advance. Shorter's pitchers have combined to throw 161 pitches. Carson-Newman's have only thrown 92. Eagles have had some great at-bats throughout the day as Strittmatter bounces one to first. Cobb attacks the 2-hopper and takes it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, ends a 4-run 6th inning for Carson-Newman. The Eagles send 10 to the plate to score 4 more times on 4 hits with an error, and 3 are left. It's 12-7. We're 2/3 into this midweek on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Coming down the stretch of these Carson-Newman midweek game with Shorter, 12-7, 6 innings in. Denver Slivka is Carson-Newman's 6th pitcher of the day, 5th reliever. And he will face 3, 4, and 5. Heart of the order, Wilmer Henriquez leads off for the Hawks here in the 7th. 5-run game now. Slivka's first pitch is a breaking ball line sharply down the left field line. It is a fair ball as it sharply hits off the wall. Henriquez headed for 2. Bolton's throw to second is in time. Did Strittmatter get the tag? He did not. It was nearly another outfield assist for Ryan Bolton. And Henriquez is shaken up at second base. That ball was hit 106 miles per hour off the bat. And Henriquez is hurt. Well, the senior has had a fantastic year. That's his 9th double. He's got the school record for home runs with 14. And now the concern is for the Shorter 3-hitter. Athletic trainer is Rachel Lamb. Out to check on the star third baseman. Wes Timmons out there as well to check on their potential all-conference caliber infielder. Another great play from Bolton. Out there in left, though, his defense has been on display. Shaking out that left arm. May have been on the slide from Henriquez. Like he may have got him, honestly, as Henriquez made an awkward motion there after the tag almost. Must have he landed and slid on that arm awkwardly. He's going to be pulled from the game for Jake Jordan. So the day is going to be over for Henriquez. After his second hit, starts the 7th inning. It's Shorter's 11th hit of the day as well. And now Drake Cobb as the Hawks try to respond back. These two teams combined for 8 runs in the 6th inning. And there were a total of 7 hits as well. Slifka said he's allowed 3 hits out of the bullpen and drops in a breaking ball, but it's outside to Cobb for ball 1. Slifka facing his 5th batter out of the bullpen, facing Drake Cobb here, who is 0 for 2. Drew a walk and scored in that 4-run 6th, then takes a strike. Carson-Newman has won 3 straight against these Hawks. Very interesting series history that these two programs have. In 18 all-time meetings, 1-1, swing and a miss, big swing and a miss by Cobb. It's 1-2. Carson-Newman won 6 of the first 7 meetings. And then Shorter went on to win 8 straight from 2018 to 2024. And Carson-Newman's won the last 3, each of the last 2 years. 1 this year and 2 last. Slifka's 1-2 is away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eagles have never won more than 3 consecutive games against the Hawks. Did it twice, spanning 2014 and 15 seasons, and 2017 and 2018. 2-2. Blocked by him, and it's a full count. A lot of those shorter wins over that 6-year stretch were close games. 7 of those 8 were 4-run games. Right now we're at a 5-run game with Carson-Newman ahead 12-7 in the 7th. The 3-2 to Cobb is off the plate. First and second, nobody out as the Hawks try to mount their comeback again. Got within a run just to give 4 back. And now the 5-hitter Reese Newberry, who's gone yard in this game. The freebies have started to add up as well for Carson-Newman. Slifka's first. The team's 5th of the day, 5th walk, as Newberry bounces the first pitch foul. In the first 3 innings, scoreless by Brock Culpepper and Cameron Butler. They combined to face just 10 guys and no walks, no hit by pitches. But since, the next 4 Carson-Newman pitchers over 3 innings have walked 5 and have hit a batter as well. 0-1. Newberry takes below the knees, count even. Offensively speaking, Carson-Newman has kept up its usual non-conference pace. They average more than 9 a game in these out-of-league games. That's the case so far in this one. They've got 12 to lead by 5. Newberry ground ball. This is going to sneak its way through the right side for a base hit. Soto Diaz gobbles it up. The stop sign up at third for the pinch runner Jordan. And the bases are loaded for the Hawks here in the 7th. Second hit of the inning is the second of the day by Reese Newberry. And now Michael Barron. The Shorter offense has had some fantastic performances this season. They're putting together a nice hitting performance in this game. Bases loaded for Barron. He hits one sharply up the hill and foul ground right side. 0-1. Here in the month of April, the Hawks have scored double-digit runs twice. Did it in a series win over Chowan, winning 18-13 and 19-5. Most recently, 0-1. Low from Slifka. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slifka's faced 6 batters, has gotten 2 out. The other 4 have reached base on a base hit. 1-1 pause for the freshman. And it hit Michael Barron. Hit his right foot, and the Hawks are within 4 on a bases-loaded hit by pitch. 12-8. Now Brooks McKenna, the 7-hitter, and Carson-Newman's going back to the bullpen. Jason White makes another visit to the mound. 12-8, bases loaded, nobody out. Shorter responding back in this non-conference game. Final one of the year, final home game of the year for the Eagles. It's a good one.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Kyle Adams, the new pitcher for Carson-Newman. 10 innings pitched for the freshman this year. A 7.2 ERA for Kyle Adams, redshirt freshman from Gordonsville, Tennessee. Warming up prior to a 12th appearance in what will be a bases-loaded situation in which the Hawks will bring the tying run to the plate here in this 7th inning. It's been a high-scoring game so far. Didn't have that feel to it early. It was one-sided for 3 innings. It's been different since. Adams trying to find his groove again. All 8 of his earned runs allowed in his freshman season are in his last 3 outings. He pitches against Brooks McKenna. Bases loaded for the Hawks. First 4 have reached here in the 7th. First one from Adams to McKenna is a strike. Breaking ball at 75. Adams, Carson-Newman's 7th pitcher of the day. 6th reliever as Brooks McKenna is behind 0-1. Nobody out. Adams takes away. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 3rd inning double, a 4th inning walk for McKenna, and a 6th inning strikeout in his 3 at-bats so far. Facing the reliever, Adams, with nobody out. In a 4-run game. Ground ball sharply to short. Pierce flips to second for 1. Back to first. Stripmatter completes the turn. A 5th double play from Carson-Newman's defense right on cue. When the Eagles have needed a double play, they have gotten just that. A run scores. It's 12-9. But a much-needed double play. Now just the runner and Barron, or rather Newberry at third with 2 away as Jordan scored on that ground ball. Or rather, Cobb scored on the ground ball. Newberry to third, and Tattershaw takes a strike. Carson-Newman's defense turned a bunch of double plays over the weekend, and they'll be flirting with the conference lead by the time conference play wraps up. Up to 41 for the year. 0-1 swing and a miss by Tattershaw, and Kyle Adams is a pitch away all of a sudden from limiting this 7th inning damage. 0-2 on the catcher in a 3-run game. High fastball at 87. It's 1-2. This is the Kyle Adams that Carson-Newman got familiar with in late February, early March. Got a lot of soft contact. Had a stretch this year. He had a save or a win in 5 straight outings. This tie there at 2-2 now. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Just the runner and Newberry at third. The 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Adams has a 9th strikeout of the year, and he comes in and limits the damage. A fifth Carson-Newman double play helps Adams and the Eagles limit the shorter offense in the seventh. 12-9, we stretch here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
12-9 game. Nick Gilbrook is going to be the new pitcher for Shorter. He will be their sixth of the day and fifth reliever. 6'4", left-handed freshman out of Dallas, Georgia, Dominion Christian School is where Nick Gilbrook comes from. Second career outing is about to take place here in Jefferson City. Pitched 3 days ago on Saturday, a scoreless inning against Mount Olive. Allowed 2 hits in that scoreless inning. And now he'll face this Carson-Newman lineup that went around its order for a third time today in the sixth inning. Scored 4 times. It'll be Braxton Smith, John O'Pierce, Ryan Bolton, the scheduled Carson-Newman hitters here on the Eagles Sports Network. Glad you're with us for the final time here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. We'll be on the road doing audio-only broadcasts of Carson-Newman's postseason run and of Carson-Newman's regular season finales with UVA-wise this weekend. Tentatively, those games scheduled for Friday at 6 o'clock and a Saturday doubleheader at 1 o'clock, although times certainly have a chance to shift with the chance of weather coming into play for Saturday's games as Gilbrook continues to take his time warming up here prior to this seventh inning, bottom half of the seventh inning beginning. They've been ready to throw down for 3 or 4 pitches, and now they finally will. Before beginning this inning, lefty Gilbrook to work for the Hawks against Braxton Smith, who's got a multi-hit day again. Smith has 15 multi-hit games this season. He's 2 for 3 in this game today. Or 2 for 4 rather, with 3 runs scored. Third inning double, sixth inning single. First one of the inning, he shows bunt, takes well outside. Smith has 15 multi-hit days, second most on the team quietly here this season, surpassing Bradley Soto-Diaz, or actually tying with Bradley Soto-Diaz, who also has a multi-hit game here today. Both of them have 15 for the second most on the team this year. 2 balls and no strikes as Gilbrook misses inside. Logan Floyd has 21 multi-hit days. That's the most by an Eagle this year. 2-0 pitch. Smith thought about going around on that inside pitch. Did not. And it's a 3-ball and no strike count. Carson-Newman's success in non-conference play has set itself up to have one of the better records in the league this year. Smith will take a strike on a 3-0. Carson-Newman's 27 wins, tied for the 4th most in the South Atlantic Conference this year. Only 35 from Catawba, 32 from Wingate and LR have more. LMU has 27 entering the final weekend series, and they'll be at LR as Smith takes a pitch away, and it's a 5-pitch walk to begin the home half of the 7th. And so things favor that Carson-Newman could end up with the 4th best record in the South Atlantic Conference, putting together a strong weekend against last place Wise this weekend. For a team that has been 7th or lower all year in the conference standings. Hard to believe that, but success in non-conference play has been a main reason for that, and struggling early in conference play set this team back a little bit as Pierce bunts this one up the first base side, but it just flutters foul for strike 1. Speaking of those conference standings, Carson-Newman can't finish any higher than 5th by the end of the weekend. Needs some help to finish 5th, but it is doable. In the current scenario, the Eagles will probably head to Wingate or Lenore-Rhine for the sack tournament. 0-1. Pierce shows bunt again, bunts it back to Gilbrook. He looks at second, will turn and throw right to first. Routine play made, a sack bunt by Pierce. Will move Smith to scoring position with 1 away on a 1-3 putout. And now Ryan Bolton. Eagles had no problem scoring runs against Wingate, but if the Eagles do end up as the 7th or 6th seed, LR and Wingate are pretty much locked into those seeds as well. So that 4-team pod will certainly be a challenging one because you'll have 2 regional teams potentially there and 2 of the best offenses. There's a balk on the mound by Gilbrook there, as Smith was dancing at second base, and so he'll get third with 1 away. Bolton still waiting on a first pitch here. Smith 90 feet away. A sac fly can increase the lead again. Way outside. On Gilbrook's first to Bolton, it's 1-0. The scenario that allows Carson-Newman to move up to the 5th spot is the Eagles have to win every game against Wise. And Lincoln Memorial has to lose each of its 3 games to 3rd place Lenore-Rhine. 1-0. Bolton flies it foul. It's 1-1. Eagles have that scenario because of losing a season series with the Rail Splitters, so Carson-Newman has to finish with a better league record, and they're 2 back. So Carson-Newman has to win all 3. If they don't, they'll be 6th or 7th, depending on how Newberry does in front of Carson-Newman. There's a 1-game advantage there for the Wolves over the Eagles. 1-1 is a high fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Gilbrook facing Ryan Bolton here in the 7th inning. Carson-Newman has not trailed in this non-conference game, final home game of the year, trying to win a 15th home game. Hawks got within 1 in the 6th inning. Have been as close as 3 since, as Bolton fights a 2-1 pitch off, and it's 2-2. Eagles trying to win 15 or more home games for the 4th straight year rather, and for the 5th time in the last 6 years as well. 6 outs away from that being the case, but trying to hold off a stingy, shorter group here. 2-2. Pop up Bolton, foul behind the press box and out of play. Count remains even. Another 2-2 from Gilbrook. Bolton chased that pitch away, but protecting the zone, fought it off. Productive day for Carson-Newman's senior left fielder. 2 for 3. Couple of singles, an RBI single last time up in that 4-run 6th inning. Putting together another great at-bat here in the 7th. 2-2. Another line drive foul. His 3rd inning walk was on 7 pitches. And after Gilbrook only threw 7 to the first 2 of this inning, he'll step on the mound and get ready for an 8th to Carson-Newman's left fielder here. 2-2 again. Bolton hits it well, left field. Back goes the left fielder, Shipman to the wall. It hits off the wall and left. Nearly a second career home run from Bolton, but it is an RBI double. His 3rd hit drives in his 2nd run. It's 13-9. Excellent AB from Ryan Bolton, and he nearly had a home run to left. 4-run game in favor of Carson-Newman, and now Kevin Hammond's turn. You know, this balanced offense just continues to show up each and every day. Bolton joins the multi-hit and multi-RBI club today. One of 5 Eagles with multiple runs batted in as Hammond shows bunt and pulls it back for a ball. Hammond, one of those, and he's leading the charge with a team high 3 RBI today, along with 2 hits. Gilbrook's 1-0 set. Corners expecting a bunt. Hammond swings away, lines it to third, and nice play made by the reserve Jordan to rob Kevin Hammond of a 3rd hit. Just leaned over to his left to make that catch, and there's 2 away for Logan Floyd. Even when Carson-Newman's been out, they've hit it pretty hard. That was the case there for Hammond. Tough luck on the line out. And now Logan Floyd's turn with 2 away in a 4-run game. Floyd 1 for 4, a couple of runs batted in. Sac fly in the 6th. Takes a slider on the corner for a strike. 4-run 2nd, 4-run 3rd, 4-run 6th inning for Carson-Newman. They've added 1 more here in the 7th. The lead is 13-9 as Floyd takes a 2nd strike from Gilbrook. No balls, 2 strikes. Gilbrook a pitch away from getting out of this 7th inning. Bounces one into the turf. A Bolton RBI double here in this 7th inning. He's at second base with 2 away as Floyd bounces the 1-2 foul behind home. Floyd up to 51 runs batted in this year. Certainly will have a very good case to be a first-team All-SAC first baseman for the 2nd straight year, and should be All-Conference for a 3rd straight year as well. Another 1-2 from Gilbrook. Floyd rolls it foul, 3rd base side. Another 1-2. This one stays well outside. 2 ball, 2 strike count now. It's a Hawks team facing an Eagles team that has won 4 straight at home. The Hawks, on the other hand, have struggled on the road this year. Just 3 road wins. They've lost their last 7 away from home this year. 2-2. Did it hit Floyd? It did. Floyd hit by a 2-2 pitch will put him aboard. It bounced before the turf, or before him in the turf, and then hit Floyd. That's why he hesitated at first. So 1st and 2nd for the 2-hitter Aiden Gibson now in a 4-run game. Shorter's road losing streak of 7 straight is the 4th longest active road losing streak in Division II. And some of these road losses they've had recently have not been close. Only 2 of their games during this 7-game skid have been decided by 3 runs or less. This one close, though, within striking distance. 4-run game, and Gibson will change that. A single to center field. Ryan Bolton is rounding third. The throw is cut off. Bolton slides in safely. Aiden Gibson has his second RBI on his second hit, and it's 14-9. Floyd up a spot as the Eagles strike for a second run here in the 7th inning. Wes Timmons going back to the bullpen. Shorter will turn to its 7th arm. This final non-conference midweek game, final home game for the Eagles, has had just a bit of everything. Carson-Newman's up 14-9. There's been 23 runs, 26 hits, and now a 14th pitcher. I'll tell you who that is after this.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Evan Joyner, the new pitcher for Shorter, 5'8" freshman out of Waycross, Georgia, will pitch for the 20th time this season. Joyner gets the ball for the Hawks. 7.8 is the ERA for the right-hander. In 24 innings, he's allowed 36 hits, 11 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .346 against Evan Joyner this season. He's gone 3 innings in each of his last 2 appearances, including one on Saturday. So he threw 3 innings of 4-run ball on Saturday and is back to work with runners on first and second and 2 outs for Bradley Soto Diaz in a 14-9 game. In the home half of the 7th inning, Joyner, the 7th arm of the day for the Hawks. Soto Diaz is 2 for 3 with 2 RBI, and he takes a Joyner breaking ball to begin plate appearance number 6. Soto Diaz with an RBI single in the 2nd inning and in the 6th inning. Batting for the 3rd straight half inning. Takes high and in. Joyner up to 84 on that fastball. Soto Diaz has reached 4 of the 5 times he's come to the plate. 2 walks as well. That on-base percentage near 500 for the year. 1-0. Breaking ball stayed elevated. 2 balls and 1 strike. On Carson-Newman's number 3 hitter in today's order, Bradley Soto Diaz. Going to start seeing and hearing Soto Diaz in the 3 spot more often. Eagles like this late lineup they've gone to end the regular season. 2-1. Soto Diaz takes inside. 3 ball, 1 strike count. Two away, 2 on. The 3-1 set for Joyner. High and in, it's another walk for Bradley Soto Diaz. He's been walked a 3rd time. He's reached base now 5 of the 6 times he's been up. And now Matt Bishop, another bases loaded at bat. Carson-Newman today 2 of 6 with the bases loaded. Both these teams have 6 at-bats with the bases loaded. Shorter's 3 of 6. Carson-Newman's 2 of 6. What will Bishop do? First one from Joyner. In there for a strike at 83. Bishop is hitless, but he is 0 for 2 with a couple of sac flies, or 1 sac fly and 1 bases loaded RBI. Drew a 4-pitch walk in the third. He's been walked in the 6th inning as well. 0-1. Chased a slider away. It's 0-2. Bishop, the 8th batter of the inning for Carson-Newman here in the 7th inning. They've sent 18 guys to the plate in the last 2 innings. Joyner comes set. Bases loaded for the Eagles. The 0-2 is driven back up the middle, a base hit. A single up the middle will score Logan Floyd, and Aiden Gibson is right behind him. A 4 RBI day for Matthew Bishop extends Carson-Newman's lead to 16-9. Some midweek fun for the Eagles, pouring it on offensively. And now Sean Strittmatter. How about this? Carson-Newman's going to bat around for a 4th inning. The magic number today is 4. A 4-run second, a 4-run third, a 4-run 6th, and now a 4-run 7th. Strittmatter, the 9th batter of the inning here. Joyner sets at the bell for the first pitch to Strittmatter, and it hit him in the back. Now the bases are loaded again. You've probably heard that quite often. And here comes the 10th batter of the inning, and Braxton Smith. 2nd straight inning, Carson-Newman sends 10 to the plate. (16-9) the score. Braxton Smith stands in after Strittmatter's hit by pitch. Smith has scored 4 times. Smith waits on the first one and takes a breaking ball at 72 for a called strike. Nothing in 1. Bases loaded again. 2 outs. Smith, ground ball back up the middle. It is diving is Adams. He will deflect it into the outfield. It'll be a 3rd hit for Smith. His first RBI extends the 7th inning. It's 17-9. Sit right back up the middle off the mound, and I think the ball hitting the mound slowed it up enough for Adams to get to it. And so Smith keeps the line going here with 2 outs. Soto Diaz scores. Bishop to 3rd. Strittmatter to 2nd. And now Jono Pierce is the 11th batter of the inning. First pitch, a strike. Carson-Newman in this game has 12 hits with 2 outs. The Eagles have scored now 5 times in this inning with 2 outs. Or 5 times in general, 4 times with 2 outs in this inning as Pierce takes high and away for a ball. 8-run game. Bases loaded, 2 outs. A base hit could plate more. 1-1 to Pierce is away. Evan Joyner's faced 4 batters. He's hit 1, he's walked 1, and he's given up 2 hits. It's been walk single, hit batter single since Joyner has come on to the mound. His 2-1 to Pierce is grounded to short. And the force out is made at second base by McKenna, throwing to Adams. And the inning is over. Joyner gets out of the frame. Carson-Newman scores 5 more times. It's 17-9 after 7 innings. Eagles have 16 hits, up 8 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
An 8-run lead for Carson-Newman. That's what Kyle Adams gets to work with as we head to the top of the 8th inning, and who will face Cameron Adams. No relation between the two, but Kyle will face Cameron to begin the 8th inning, 9-1-2 for the Hawks, down 8 runs. Well, this midweek game has been very interesting. Carson-Newman went up 8 after 3. Then the Hawks scored 7 straight runs, 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th inning to make it a 1-run game. Carson-Newman went back up 5 in the 6th inning. Shorter made it a 3-run game. Heading into that 7th inning, just for Carson-Newman to score 5 more to make this lead more comfortable at 17-9 here on the Eagles Sports Network. First pitch of the inning from Kyle Adams to Colton Adams is a ball. Ball away, and now Adams waits on a 1-0 and pops it up toward foul ground. Logan Floyd, Kevin Hammond over. It is Floyd running near the dugout to make the catch. He was tracking it the whole way and charging in on that fly ball. And foul ground, able to make the catch and helps out his pitcher Adams for the first out of the inning. Good job by Floyd navigating that fly ball and foul ground, was tracking it in the sun and then had to catch it in the shade. 1 away, and now the top of the order, and Micah Shipman takes low ball 1. Well, Adams joining some of the other Eagle relievers today that have thrown scoreless innings. Adams has faced a handful of batters and has recorded 4 outs and maybe a 5th. Pop up in the infield right side. Strittmatter has called off Floyd and makes the catch. 2 pop-ups, that one in fair territory, is the second out of inning 8. Again, this is more the Kyle Adams we were accustomed to seeing. A lot of soft contact. He has placed his pitches well here since coming into the game. With the bases loaded in that 7th inning, getting that ground ball double play. Now he's worked efficiently as he starts Griffin Tamucci with a strike. Just 12 pitches to get 5 outs for Kyle Adams and 4 batters faced. 0-1. Ground ball, left side, diving is John O'Pearce in the hole. He'll throw back to first. Did Floyd stretch and get it? He did. All these double plays and then a John O'Pearce web gem effort, a diving play to his left and a strong throw across his body. More elite defense from the Eagles in their final home game of 2026 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Shorter goes to an 8th pitcher, down 17-9 here on the Eagle Sports Network. Senior from Rome, Georgia is Jonathan Bagawa to pitch for the Hawks. On their roster, he's listed as a catcher, but he'll make his second appearance of the year. He pitched against Carson-Newman and got 2 outs on March 24th. That's his only appearance. He'll get a second opportunity this season for the Hawks. He's a two-way guy. He's batted this year. Went 0 for 2 over the weekend against Mount Olive, and on the mound this year has appeared in just 1 game with a bat in his hand. He is a 127 hitter. But he'll come in as a pitcher here for the Hawks for the second time this year from Chattanooga State Community College. Ryan Bolton is the batter for the Eagles to start this 8th inning. Carson-Newman's batted around each of the last 2 innings, so that's made the scorebook somewhat funky here. The Eagles have done it 4 times today. As well, Brian Bolton gets another at-bat, 8, 9, and 1. Part of the order. We'll see how many of those actually hit. Kevin Hammond on deck as the first pitch to Ryan Bolton from Vagawa is high for ball 1. Great day for Ryan Bolton, 3 for 4. He's scored 4 runs and has drove in 2. One of many stellar offensive performances today as he golfs one high in the air toward foul ground. Giving it a late run is Jordan at third, and fielders will converge. Left fielder and shortstop also in the vicinity, won't get to it. Bolton has matched his career high with 3 hits. Season high 3 hits. Career high 3 hits as well. Second time he's had a 3-hit day in his career. And his 3rd career multi-RBI day as well. 2nd of the year. And 3rd of his career in this game as well. RBI in each of the last 2 half innings. 1-1. Bagawa fires in a strike, and it's 1-2. Eagles have compiled 16 hits to score 17 runs. Here today, scoring double-digit runs. Another midweek, 2nd straight midweek, as Fagawa's breaking ball drops below the zone. The 16 hits for Carson-Newman are tied for the most in a game this year. 1 more, and the Eagles have a new season high in hits as Vagawa has a conversation with the home plate umpire, Eric Nolan. Trace Alexander's grabbed a bat. He'll be on deck. Hammond will be replaced, it appears, in the 9th. Maybe some pitch comm issues with Tattershaw, and he's trying to work it out with his wrist, getting it back on here. 17-9 Carson in a game that the Eagles have never trailed in. Closing in on a 15th home win and a 28th this year, continuing on now what could be a 6-game winning streak as Vagawa with a sidearm effort there on a 2-2. Missed inside as well, 3-2. All Carson-Newman, the 17 runs in this game. The 2nd most in a game this year. 3-2. Bolton well out in front of that 83-mile-per-hour pitch, sending it toward the Eagles' pen there in foul ground, and they'll see it land foul. Most runs in a game by Carson-Newman was back on February 7th, last game of the Cedarville series, won 23-4 in a 7-inning game. Another really good at-bat here from Ryan Bolton. He has had multiple 7-pitch at-bats of his 6 plate appearances today, and he lines another one sharply. Very similar spot, another foul ball. Bolton continues to prove that he is a very tough out. These types of at-bats will earn him more as this season continues to get deeper and deeper, and postseason baseball right around the corner and just a little over a week away. 3-2 again. Breaking ball hit off the end of Bolton's bat. Vagawa off the mound will flip to Cobb at first. Play is made, one away. Good at bat from Bolton, but he loses the battle. And now Trace Alexander to pinch hit for Carson-Newman in the 9 spot. One 3 putout begins the final frame. Final potential Carson-Newman at bat. Bolton loses the 8-pitch battle, and now Trace Alexander pinch hitting for Carson-Newman. His last 2 pinch hit opportunities were base hits on senior day. He has 4 hits this year, 4 for 10, the average for Alexander, who takes Sion inside for a ball. One of the better moments you'll see on a senior day, getting to watch a senior do what Trace did on senior day. 2 pinch hit base hits in 2 separate games. As the 1-0, he chases the high fastball for swinging strike 1. And you never know, these potential at-bats from Alexander could turn into more down the stretch this season. Never know when a game gets deep into extra innings. You have to go to your bench and utilize different guys. Alexander making a name for himself here down the stretch in the season as he takes another pitch for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Vagawa pitching with 1 away in the 8th. Alexander stays away from the high and inside heat, and it's 3-1. Logan Floyd is next for Carson-Newman, and back to the top of the order, with Alexander batting in the 9 spot with 1 away in the 8th. And an 8-run game, and Alexander gets drilled. Alexander hit by a pitch, and Vagawa's put one on for Logan Floyd. The shorter pitchers today have hit 4 guys. They've walked 9. They've issued 13 freebies and have thrown 214 pitches. 117 strikes. To put that in perspective, Carson-Newman has thrown, by the end of this inning at least, 100 less pitches as Vagawa misses high and time is called. Carson-Newman's only thrown 119 pitches today. Shorter's thrown 215. Eagles have thrown as many pitches as Shorter has thrown strikes. Here today, Eagles have turned 5 double plays. Great defensive performance. See if Vagawa can find it here. That long battle with Bolton, and he's struggled to find the zone here as of late. He's missed on his last 4. Vagawa's 1-0 pitch home. Drops in a breaking ball to Floyd for called strike 1. More than 3 hours into this non-conference midweek game. 28 hits, 26 runs, 15 pitchers. Long pause for Vagawa, and now the 1-1 is bounced into the turf, blocked in front, kept in front by Tattershaw, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Logan Floyd. A couple hours ago, Floyd collected career hit 200. That was an RBI single in the 3rd. Drove in another run with a sac fly in the 6th inning. 2-1. Ball game. A no-doubter from Logan Floyd. He's reached that goal. He wanted 10 home runs this season. There is number 10. A no-doubter for Logan Floyd here in the 8th. It's 19-9. What a fitting way to close this one out as Floyd goes yard for his 52nd and 53rd RBIs of the year. Ball game here in Jeff City. What a way to cap the home slate for Carson-Newman baseball. The Eagles run roll Shorter, 19-9 in 8 innings. On the day that Floyd gets career hit 200, he gets home run number 10. An absolute missile from Floyd to close out a Carson-Newman win for the 28th time this year. The Eagles collect 17 hits. They score 19 runs. And they scored the final 7 runs in this game. When Shorter got close, the Eagles offense went back to work. And Carson-Newman wins again. The winning streak extends to 6. The home winning streak ends at 5 this year. The Eagles finish the home slate 15-10. And how about the day from Carson-Newman's offense? All those hits, a season high in hits with 17, second most runs in a game, and it was a balanced effort. 6 different guys had multiple hits, and 6 different guys had multiple RBI in this game as well. Matt Bishop and Logan Floyd each had 4. Kevin Hammond had 3, with Braxton Smith and Ryan Bolton each recording 3 in this game. The first pitchers of the day are winning and losing pitchers. Carson-Newman grabbed the lead and never relinquished it. Brock Culpepper, the winning pitcher, his 5th win of the year. How about Kyle Adams, a 4th save this season? He finishes the game for Carson-Newman, got the final 6 outs of this game. Got out of that bases-loaded jam in the 7th and pitched a scoreless 8th for his 4th save of the year. Colby Shackner is the losing pitcher. He's 2-2 when it's all said and done. Carson-Newman's winning streak grows to 6 games. 3rd time this year the Eagles have a winning streak of 6 games or longer. Actually, now all 3 winning streaks are at 6 games exactly. They enter the final home conference series 28-17. Shorter drops to 15-27. Andrew Rogers, so glad you've joined us all season long here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex for Carson-Newman's home slate. The Eagles finish 15-10 here at home. They're back on the field for now. First pitch scheduled with UVA-wise Friday at 6 p.m. More Carson-Newman home events on Friday. Carson-Newman softball is potentially expected to play. Could be Friday. For now, it's scheduled for Saturday at 1 o'clock against Lenore-Ryan in a doubleheader. That will determine Carson-Newman's seeding and the South Atlantic Conference's regular season champions. Eagles are 1 game back of Lenore-Ryan. The Bears need a game in the series to be regular season champs. Carson-Newman needs both in order to host the entire softball championships. Carson-Newman baseball wins. They're back on the field at UVA-wise on Friday evening, and then a doubleheader scheduled for Saturday. Those broadcasts available on audio only, as well as the In the Booth stream on YouTube. Audio only available at SeeingEagles.com/live. Carson-Newman run rolls Shorter for the 2nd time this year. Final score 19-9. Eagles win their 28th game of the year by a final score of 19-9 over the Hawks. That's the 4th straight for Carson-Newman against Shorter as well. Thanks so much for listening or watching here on the Eagles Sports Network.